Hello, welcome to the Voice of Ocala live from downtown Ask the Cops Day. We have a full day coming up. Teddy Gauss is going to be here at 4 o'clock, along with Angie Lewis, sponsor of our Mother of All Mother's Day, followed by a terrific show at 5 o'clock with the head coaches of Florida State University in Florida on Southern Pigskin tonight. And the chief of police is sitting right next to me right now until he has to go down to the station and maybe pick up a guy and haul him in.
Yeah, I was about to say, how come you didn't say this was a fantastic show or a great show or whatever you just said?
Really,
I know, but seriously, I'm sitting here thinking, as soon as you said that, I'm thinking, man, that's awful nice of Buddy to say what a great show we're going to have today. And then he starts talking about somebody else.
What a great show we're going to have today.
Man,
see, you start with the other and you work up
to
it's
such a beautiful day after today.
Wait for the introduction.
To take one right in the mouth.
Florida. Greg.
I need a theme song, but I need some music.
Well, Tom, give him some music. He gets
a car with flags
on it. Yeah. Give him some music. We'll start over again. We don't want the chief of police to be angry at us today, so we're going to start over again.
I don't. He can be angry at me. He's sitting next to you. You're the one he'll run in. I don't.
I don't think I've ever not been angry at Tom.
That's true.
I was about to say.
Yeah, that's Tom. What is it again? T is in what?
T is in Tom, O is in obnoxious, M is in me.
We know that guy, don't we?
Yeah, I know him well. Trust me. The only good thing about doing a broadcast like this is Tom's in the studio and we're not.
I thought you had the chief of police next to you, buddy. I forgot it was Ask the Cops, brought to you by Daniel L. Hightower, lawyer fighting for accident victims' justice since 1976. I thought the chief was there guarding you for all the prizes you're about to give away that you are in possession of for the Mother of All Mother's Day. I thought you had like a security.
I got to pick up those. I got to pick up those 4 tickets to concert on Sunday. So concert is Sunday of the Stars. So
Symphony of
the Stars. Yeah. So
well, the submissions are in. They've been given to the accounting department and. A decision
Fucking waggles in a mayonnaise jar underneath the porch.
And a decision will be made momentarily.
Yes, Angie and Teddy will be along shortly. But the chief was upset with me, so you broke my rhythm on this. I never got to say that. So let's just say.
So that's what great is. The other day, Wednesday, what's today? Thursday. Wednesday, yeah. I had breakfast at Ocala Business Leaders, and I sat at a table with a lawyer that works out of the Daniel L. Hightower law firm. And when she sat down, I looked at her and said, "You've been fighting for accident victims' rights since 1976. And she looked at me like, how do you know that? Are you kidding? Everybody knows that Daniel L. Hightower, attorney, fights for accident victims' rights since 1976.
You got the chief doing his commercials now.
It was great. Then she stood up to introduce herself, and she said the same thing.
Did she really?
Yeah, it was funny.
Dan Hightower is a good dude.
He really is.
And I had a chance. I had him on there a couple of weeks ago, and I like him because he's a good storyteller. By the way, few people know this. Very good writer. He sent me a piece, and I read it out of obligation. I thought, well, this is this, and it was terrific. I mean, the guy is and he's, of course, has a great heart for our community, and a historian. So he and Schmitz are going to take over the show talking history.
Well, it's like, he's an attorney. Don't ever let him. The only thing worse than attorneys are politicians, right?
Or police. Oh, I'm sorry. That'd be
we read the Gator thing the other night, and when Randy stood up. When Randy Briggs stood up.
Sponsor of this show.
Yeah, at one point, when he stood up to start asking the question, when it was the last question, I thought, dude, we're not going to get out of here anytime soon because he's going to talk for 15 minutes asking his question. I love you, Randy, if you're listening.
I did talk to Randy after. What was it about. He took about 5 minutes to explain it.
Yeah. So what did you think of the thing the other night?
I wasn't there.
I saw you.
No, that wasn't me. You don't know media's allowed to be in there.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Well, Buddy Martin, the citizen.
Yeah. I was just a guy. Yeah. I'll show up for a free meal. I don't know.
Well, and actually the food was pretty good, although I didn't wait in line, but I did have dessert.
I had a little problem with it.
Yeah?
I'd say you had
I wasn't there, but...
Right. Let's just say, had you been there?
Had I been there, I would have had my plate, and I would have loaded it up with those ribs.
Yeah.
And I would... that cheap styrofoam, and I would have had what looked like a lot of food, but not a lot of food.
Right. An adequate amount of food.
And the plate would crack in half and it'd fall on the floor. That would have happened to me if I'd have been there.
Man, that's not good.
Nobody there to clean it up, and I've got Carolyn Roberts next to me. She's only on the Board of Regents, so whatever, you know.
She wouldn't clean it up.
If you were there.
Had he been there?
Had I been there.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, the line was too long for the food.
Yeah.
I decided not to have the food.
Hey, you've been here already all day.
Yeah, on the downtown square, they're having the National Day of Prayer actually at noon. The mayor was here, county commissioner was Charlie Stone, Nugent was here, Representative Nugent. And they read some proclamations, did some praying, and last time I said anything about praying on the square, I got sued, so I got to be careful.
I was about to say, do you want to get sued again?
Yeah, it's still a pending lawsuit, but you know what? Hey, if they want to complain about me praying, go ahead, dude. I'll take that one.
If you had been there and you had prayed,
Had I been there and had I prayed, yeah, and if I was a public servant,
we interrupted Tom's lunch by any chance?
When we first started talking, he couldn't hardly say anything because he had his mouth full. So.
Well, Chick-fil-A here at the Paddock Mall has some good food. I ain't gonna lie to you.
That's right.
Hey, did you see I read something in the media the other day. What a great company that is, and I know you probably shouldn't.
Yeah.
Say this,
okay, we're good with that.
They're a sponsor of ours here at the radio station.
Even if they weren't, it would be okay.
Well, there was an officer that was killed in the line of duty. I believe it was in. Can't remember where it was. There's been so many, but Chick-fil-A is doing a bunch of fundraisers for the family so that they can attend the memorial services and stuff like that. So it just speaks volumes to the type of character the owners of Chick-fil-A have. And plus their food's pretty good.
One of our interns, our only intern right now, intern Jeff, he works there part of the time.
Really?
Yeah, when he's not working for us.
But it's a great company to work for. You get Sundays off.
Intern Luke, not intern Jeff.
I said, Luke. Where did I get Jeff from?
I don't know.
Yeah, Luke.
Jeff Luke. I knew a guy named Jeff Luke.
We'll just change his name, buddy. He's intern Jeff.
Jeff Luke. It was.
I knew a guy named Jeff
Luke.
Luke.
That's another guy on another station. So coming up in a few minutes, Angie will be here. Teddy Goss will be here. The day, when you get Greg Graham and you get Angie and you get Teddy all the same day, you got the makers of a good day already.
Angie Lewis? Oh, yeah. She's awesome.
And she's awesome. And so they're going to judge the mother of all Mother's Day. By the way, you've got 45 minutes. Pamela Calero says she's gone by. She hasn't gone by yet to get the tickets. They're literacy council. So, okay, that's where the tickets are. Somebody gets 4 tickets to the Symphony of the Stars and Don Pardo back at the studio. Tell them what else they're going to win at 4 o'clock.
They're going to win a overnight stay in Orlando, Florida, a jazz concert. They're going to stay at the EON, a boutique hotel in downtown Orlando near Lake Eola. They're going to get a jazz concert tickets to a jazz concert, a $50 American Express gift card to have dinner in Orlando. They're going to get a piece of luggage, a brand new piece of luggage to pack to go to Orlando. All that brought to you by Avoya Travel of Ocala. Cyrus Rug Gallery's right there on the square where you guys are at. $500 gift certificate towards the purchase of a rug or tapestry from Cyrus Rug Galleries. 2 doors down from you, just past O'Malley's, you'll have Shannon Roth Collection. She's given a gift certificate for people to use for purchase of items in her store. Properties Salon, Lisa Midget, her employees are giving us a $120 gift certificate for a cut and color at Properties. Teddy Goss giving us a piece of jewelry from Goss & Son Jewelers. She's hinted that it's going to be pearls, but she hadn't been definite about that yet. But that was her hint, was pearls. But we'll see. But it's always going to be a great piece of jewelry from Goss & Son Jewelers. Plus a $100 gift card from Eaton's Beach Sandbar and Grill and the aforementioned, as you said, buddy, the 4 tickets to Symphony Under the Stars. All of this, the mother of all Mother's Days, presented by the Angie Lewis State Farm Agency. Thanks to Angie and her staff at Angie Lewis State Farm, and thanks to everyone that gave us gifts towards this presentation. Avoya Travel, Cyrus Rugs, Goss & Son Jewelers, the Shannon Roth Collection, Properties Salon, and listen to me, and Eaton's Beach Sandbar and Grill.
Yeah.
So
we're both happy.
How do you enter into that thing?
You got 45 minutes. You go on the Facebook page.
Well, how am I going to be able to do that? I'm sitting right here with you.
You can take a
I got to pay attention.
You can see how kind of
Oh, and by the way, I stayed in that hotel down in Orlando.
Yeah?
Yeah, very nice. Very
It's
nice.
good on Oh, my.
We were, when I was in Iowa, we came down. You got to love my wife, right? I have to love her. You don't have to,
No,
but
you
I have to.
love her, but you're lucky to have her.
I am lucky to have her.
Anybody
came,
worth their salt would have nominated her on this thing, but that's okay.
well, I'm going to tell you a story here. When we were in Iowa, we came down for a wedding anniversary. Stayed in that hotel, went to a Bon Jovi concert.
Yeah.
She fell asleep during the concert.
Oh, what's in your arms?
And this is probably one of the
Embellish it in my arms.
No, she caused me to have to sit there because she leaned on my shoulder. But anyway, this is one of the best Mother's Days for me because my wife is out of the country right now, so I don't.
Wait. You better rephrase that.
No. Here it is, because how many times do you get in trouble because you didn't adequately plan for, buy the correct gift, or do? Yeah. I do it every year.
No, you don't, because you know why?
And now
that's your mother.
Well, yeah, exactly. And that's the first thing. And that's the first reason that I get in trouble when I say stuff like that. But this year, I don't have to worry about that. She's
not wife's day.
Yeah, so you know my wife. Try to pull that one off on her. Because I've said that to her before, and I woke up the next morning, wasn't really sure what happened after I said it. Kind of blacked out. I'm not really sure. Yeah.
By the way, he's saying all of that, buddy, because she's out of the country and can't hear this.
Yeah,
but I'm gonna make sure Amy gets a copy of this broadcast, so you know.
And everybody knows why I'm constantly angry at Tom now.
There you go.
Because he's been throwing me under the bus. Man, dude, seriously, you're killing me.
All right, we got to take a break. Our caller will be screaming about it. So if we had anybody worth their while here, I don't have an intern because. Unfortunately,
well, Jeff said
Luke should go back.
Where is my intern? He is not here yet.
Jeff or Luke?
Jeff or Luke? Both of them. Either one of them are here.
Yeah.
And Luke set up, did a great job, by the way. If we had anybody worth their salt, Starbucks is across the street. I'm kind of feeling like I need a cup of coffee. Do you?
Well, I do need something to drink. You would think that,
as
the host of the show, you would have had beverage here.
But somebody who's sympathetic would come by.
You would think.
And just say, hey, you guys would like you to use some coffee or some water. The water guy will be out here in a minute. Tom's got people running around for him, but everything he needs back in the station. But no, not us. We're Spartan here. We just do it bare bones. That's all we do. Whatever has to be done.
Budget cuts?
Yes, budget cuts.
Okay.
Like
I'm used to those.
Tom, there's a big budget cut.
Yeah, that'd be the first thing I'd cut if I were you.
I cut it, but I can't get rid of it.
And it's time to go to break now.
Yeah, I told you you'd be inquiring about it.
Yeah.
Let's take a break. Come back. We've got more with Greg Graham, the Chief of Police of Ocala, Florida, right here, live on Sunday's Front Porch at Mark's Prime Steakhouse and Seafood on Ask the Cops. Presented by Daniel L. Hightower, lawyer, fighting for accident victim justice since 1976. Listen to the program on
1370 AM, 96.3 FM. We're live and local. The Source.
Cyrus Rug Gallery is the third-generation Oriental rug dealer and producer located on the historic downtown square in Ocala. We specialize in Persian and Oriental rugs and services, offering the best combination of quality and value with a lifetime guarantee, while also providing chemical-free hand washing and hand repair done by our native experts. That's Cyrus Rug Gallery, 20 Southeast Broadway in Ocala.
Proud sponsor of the Mother of All Mother's Day, right here on WOCA, The Source.
May is Watch Month. It's also a time to start thinking about that special graduate in your life. A terrific line of watches at Goss & Son Jewelers will make the perfect gift for that graduate. Rolex, Tag Heuer, Phillips Stein. For graduation, birthdays, anniversaries, check out the line of fine watches and jewelry at Goss & Son Jewelers just to say I love you. Goss & Son Jewelers, the oldest Rolex jeweler in Central Florida. Downtown Ocala for 65 years. Shop at Shannon Roth Collection for your special sum on this Mother's Day. We'll guide you to the perfect gift to make you a winner in your lady's eyes. We have hobo handbags, 4 new cutting-edge jewelry lines, 6 new apparel lines, shoes, that on-the-go favorite as well, chocolate. And don't forget, we have free gift wrapping to make your shopping experience a breeze at Shannon Roth Collection. The Shannon Roth Collection located on the historic square in downtown Ocala. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. And so is State Farm agent Angie Lewis, working hard to serve her community as a citizen and insurance agent. Angie wants to help you as you adjust your insurance needs to your life, from everything to helping educate your teen driver to protecting your family against everyday risk. She wants to change the way you perceive insurance by developing relationships with her clients, which is why Angie and her staff are proud to be a part of so many good causes in Ocala. In turn, she has chosen to single out those who step up as leaders. Each month on the Voice of Ocala, Angie spotlights a good neighbor, saluting those who give exceptional service or do random acts of kindness to others. For this, Angie was written up in State Farm's National Magazine. Angie also supports local businesses with a regular Biz Buzz.
Hi, I'm State Farm agent Angie Lewis. Come see me and my team for all your insurance and financial needs in the beautiful downtown historic district, 416 East Fort King Street, or call 291-2444.
Gene Powell Pasture Mowing, 352-629-2440. In addition to our pasture mowing service, we also offer fence row spraying. Now is the perfect time to get ahead on weed control for an overall aesthetic appearance. Gene Powell Pasture Mowing, 352-629-2440, or online at powellgene, Gene, at yahoo.com. We are licensed and insured. Gene Powell Pasture Mowing, 352-629-2440.
What you may have missed on the John Tesh Radio Show.
If your toddler seems to end up wearing more of their food than they eat, don't freak. Messy eaters, we now know, they tend to pick up languages more easily. Instead, our biggest dementia risk boils down to the foods we eat. Stay away from red meat, butter, sweets, and fried food. If you're trying to make a good impression on a man, do not worry about small flaws in your appearance like a chipped fingernail or a stain on your shirt, because chances are he won't even notice.
Intelligence for your life on the John Tesh Radio Show. Don't miss this stuff.
Good credits, bad credits. It's none of our business because we're not an auto dealer. We're not a bank. We're not your mother. We're ocalaforsale.com. Marion County's marketplace for cars, trucks, and SUVs. We've got thousands of sellers standing by to take your call. No middleman. But hurry, don't walk, don't run. Just sit down and log on to ocalaforsale.com. Prices and inventory change daily. Offer does not include dealer upcharge. Undercutting, rust proofing, factory surcharge, or delivery fee. See website for details.
WWOCA,
This is WOCA, News Talk 1370.
This is James Snyder, inviting you to join me each Sunday morning at 9:30 for Sunday Joy on 1370 AM, 96.3 FM.
All right, welcome back to the Voice of Ocala, live downtown Ocala, the front porch, Sunny's front porch, Mark's Prime Steakhouse and Seafood. Ask the Cops, presented by Daniel L. Hightower, lawyer, fighting for accident victim justice since 1976. And the polls are still open, I'm told, for the next few minutes. I'm reading on here now some entries. I see there's been 829 people who contacted us on this page about this, according to my Facebook page, regarding this. Watched it, looked at it. We're narrowing this down to about probably 3 or 4 or 5 entries, and Teddy Goss and Angie Lewis will come in in about an hour. They will pick the winner at 4:45, and that person will get almost $2,000 worth of prizes that you heard about. And if you haven't put your entry in case you haven't, all I got to say is you're stupid, man. That's all I got to say. Because how could you not want to get that kind of bling for your wife or your mother? And it's nothing to do with write less than like 2 paragraphs. So I'm just saying, if you haven't. I'm not pointing it out. I'm not calling anybody out. I'm not mentioning any names. I'm just saying, if you haven't, enter by now. Well, I said it. Back with Greg Gray. I'm here on the show. How you doing, Chief? You all right?
Yeah, doing good, getting by. We're still, trying to recover from our. It's been a month now since we lost the officer, and we're heading in the right direction, trying to heal, and every day gets a little bit better.
The grieving process is different for everybody.
Yeah, it really is, and you can see that certainly in the organization. People handle it differently. Some people that you think, really shouldn't have a whole lot of problems end up having, more than you think they should. And then there's some people you think are going to really have issues that don't. And, when traumatic events like this happens, all the inner demons that people have that they suppress kind of come to the surface too. So, it's going to be a long process for us because he was such a great guy. And, of course, we got Tony, who's still with us, that, he's hurting in a manner that I don't think any of us could ever understand. And so anyway, but, a lot of people out there thinking about us, a lot of people out there praying for us, praying for Tony, praying for the department. And I tell you, it really helps, and it shows with the way people are able to go to work every day, provide the services that we provide at the level that people are accustomed to, and certainly what the officers and the other employees want to do.
You mentioned, we talked about doing different ways. First of all, this is a smaller town. We feel a little bit more here than they would say in Jacksonville, Orlando, and Tampa, because it's a personal relationship with our police in this town. Most of us, either in a good way or a bad way, should I say, but it's a personal relationship. It's a sense of loss in many ways. Secondly, I know somebody very well who lost a child at age 3, and the two of them could never grieve together over it.
All right.
They had to grieve individually, and so one kept on grieving and one did not, and it almost cost them their marriage.
Yep.
And I read up stats on this. The amount of divorce rate is extraordinarily high for couples who lose a child. I'm talking like 70 to 80%. Amazing.
Yeah, I've got friends that have lost kids that have been divorced too, and and you don't realize how far-reaching all this is. That even today, at lunch I go and run, and a guy walks up to me and says, "Look, and he's actually, I know him fairly well, and he goes, I've been meaning to call you and tell you this, and I just really never did, and figured you were busy, but I had an incident that occurred a couple months ago, and Jared was the officer. Jared Forsythe was the officer that handled it, and he is, it's in the middle of the night. I get a phone call from him. He introduces himself, and he goes, he was the most polite guy that you could ever imagine. He goes, I don't really know what I expected when, the voice on the other end of the phone is, "Hi, this is Officer Forsythe from the Ocala Police Department." You kind of think of, the guy's going to be kind of officious and, standoffish. And he said, it was just like talking to a family member. He was just very calming, very reassuring, and just a great guy. So, and I'm sure there's stories like that about him all across the community, just how many people's lives this kid touched in such a short period of time here. And you're right, because although we aren't really a small town, but we certainly have that small town feel, and it's just it's a shame to lose somebody like that.
Yeah, and I didn't ask you this, but it's almost a little bit grim to talk about, but having to make that telephone call to his parents, it's hard enough for police to do that anyway.
Right.
When you have to inform someone they've lost someone, but having to do it to his parents and one of your own, that's just going to be something that's just heart-wrenching and difficult for everybody.
Well, it's brutal because, unfortunately, we're not standing there in the room or on the phone with them, but we do have officers from Lockport Police Department in New York in there with them. But, yeah, I mean, and I actually, after we got the news of Jared passing, I drove out to Tony Righetti, the other officer. I drove out to his house. I told everybody that was out there, don't say a word to him, and I'm the one that delivered the message to him. And, I mean, how do you say it?
Oh, yeah. I can't imagine.
And they know what's coming because, as soon as you get out of the car, they can see it in your face that there's an issue. And, and especially in Jared's case, their family's full of first responders and public servants. And so, a cop car shows up at the house in the middle of the day or in the middle of the night, it's not good news. And, usually they'll answer the door and say, don't tell me.
Yeah, that's something. It's just know, don't you?
Right.
Like I got a phone call once 3 o'clock in the morning. It was for the police telling me that my son had been in a car wreck. And right. And we don't know what's going to happen to him. And you talk about terror. just setting in. Any call that comes 3 o'clock in the morning is never good.
No, and we have training on how to do it, but and there's different schools of thought, on how to do it. But
Chief Greg Graham, other side, stay tuned. More coming your way on the Voice of Ocala at the top.
Hi, it's Lisa Midget, owner of the Proper Teeth Salon in downtown Ocala. We are a Wella Professional Color Global Elite Salon, which basically means we really know what we're doing for your hair. We also specialize in Brazilian blowouts, hot heads extensions, and fabulous haircuts for men and women. We are located across from the downtown post office next to Southside Deli. Call us today for your appointment at 352-351-1771 or visit our website, properteethsalon.com. The Proper Teeth Salon, giving classy a kick in the sassy. Come see us.
Whenever you're searching for an attorney, you want somebody with knowledge who has a commitment to our community and our state. Such is the case with Daniel L. Hightower, PA lawyer. In everything from car and other motor vehicle accidents, work accidents, personal injury, and wrongful death cases. Daniel L. Hightower also handles Social Security disability and bankruptcy. Call him today at 352-629-7777 or check out danhightower.com. Daniel L. Hightower, fighting for accident victim justice since 1976. Does osteoarthritis bring frustration with every step? Do pain and stiffness affect your everyday activities? If so, you may be interested in a research study for the treatment of pain associated with osteoarthritis. Rinstar Medical Research is conducting a research study of an investigational medication for individuals between the ages of 40 and 75 and who have been treated for the pain associated with osteoarthritis for at least 3 months. Qualified participants will receive study-related medical care and investigational medication. Compensation for time and travel will be provided. To learn more about this osteoarthritis study, please call Rinstar Medical Research in Ocala at 352-629-5800. Again, that's 352-629-5800.
Fox News Radio. I'm Lillian Wu.
Ayes are 98. The nays are 1.
Lawmakers a step closer to possibly having a say in a final nuclear deal with Iran. Senators passing the bill that gives Congress the right to review and possibly reject an international nuclear agreement. The House is expected to consider it as soon as next week. The government's phone data collecting spy program deemed illegal by a federal appeals court in a decision the Justice Department will be reviewing. The National Weather Service says scores of tornadoes ripped across parts of Nebraska, Kansas, Texas, and Oklahoma, where there's one known death.
She got in the storm shelter and the torrential rains hit. Apparently it was just like a river of water.
Oklahoma City Police Sergeant Gary Knight. And a Pennsylvania man is accused of a Girl Scout scam. Police say he used his 9-year-old daughter to collect money for cookies he never ordered or delivered. Fox News. We report, you decide.
It'll be home to 942 bursts of laughter, a 16-pound blackened turkey dinner, and the loudest burp on record. It will see its fair share of broken windows, broken bones, and broken hearts. But first, you have to find it. Start your home search at Zillow.com or on our family of apps. You can view millions of photos, browse historical pricing data, and even sign up for alerts when new homes hit the market. Zillow. Find your way home.
Every business trip starts with a choice. Stay or go. You can press send or press palms. Start a chat room or chat in an actual room. Just remember, this country wasn't built by folks waiting for opportunities to come to them. They went to their people and things got done. And if you're one of those business people, there's a range of choice hotels like Comfort Inn for every type of business trip.
Should I stay or should I go?
You always have a choice. Book now at Choice Hotel.
On the next AM Ocala Live, Robin and I will be speaking to Jim George. He's the owner of American Cable Services, and we go to him for our technical advice because he's Professor Gadget.
News Bites, the hottest news and current events served bite-sized.
And then Harry C. Boyd is coming on. He's the senior scholar in public work philosophy, and he's written a book called Democracy's Education, Public Work, Citizenship, and the Future of Colleges and Universities.
Join Kelly Fuquay Hart and her guests on Ocala Magazine Radio.
And then Daniel M. Cohen is coming coming on. He's a filmmaker, a journalist, and he's written a book called Single-Handed, the inspiring true story of Tibor Teddy Rubin, Hungarian refugee.
Deborah Litton has been an actress since the age of 6. She's appeared in The Mod Squad, The Incredible Hulk, The Man in the Santa Claus Suit, and The Waltons. She's written a book called Silence, a romance novel for young adults.
All of that plus Fun with Joe on the next AM Ocala Live right here on The Source, WOCA 96.3 FM.
1370 AM.
La Famiglia Pizzeria has moved into Ocala. Stop by today at 2504 Southeast 17th Street and see for yourself what everyone is talking about.
Awesome place. I never get pizza anywhere else.
Great New York style pizza and dishes.
Best pizza in Ocala.
One trip and you'll agree, La Famiglia Pizzeria is the best. La Famiglia Pizzeria. Stop by for a pizza that you'll love or call in and order yours for pickup. 352-245-2419. La Famiglia Pizzeria.
Welcome back to the Voice of Ocala. Let's go out now to Ponte Vedra Beach, Florida, and talk with Hunter Turner, who is at the Players' Championship, brought to you by Golden Ocala Golf and Equestrian Club, and, of course, our good friends at Ocala Golf Club. Hunter, give us an update on the Players' Championship, brought to you by Golden Ocala Golf and Equestrian.
Well, Tom, Hideki Matsuyama's in the lead, and you got Charlie Hoffman chasing behind him, who is on the front nine, which is his back nine of the day. He is at 5 under par currently and looking to chase Hideki. And you got Troy Merritt, Ben Martin, Billy Horschel, one shot behind at 4 under. They were in the morning wave. It appears the afternoon wave is going to get the difficult end of it. Most of the afternoon players at the highest are at 3 under, except for Hoffman, who's making a charge at 5 under par.
Hunter, you said the afternoon gets the worst of it. This update of the Players' Championship brought to you by Golden Ocala Golf and Equestrian Club and the Ocala Golf Club. Hunter, you said the afternoon players are getting the worst of it. I have a feeling the wind's kicked up in Ponte Vedra.
Absolutely. You know, it comes off the ocean, and it actually feels beautiful out, but the wind's definitely going to cause some trouble for these players out there, and we're going to see what happens if anybody else can go low. But right now, it looks like Hoffman's leading the way, the afternoon guys.
All right, Hunter, real quick, did you have a chance to see the crowds out there that were following either Jordan Spieth or Eldrick Tiger Woods?
I did. The crowds, as always, with the players are phenomenal, especially for Thursday. Definitely great crowds out today. I can only imagine they increase during the rest of the week.
Hunter, thanks so much. We'll check back in with you in the next hour. Thanks, Hunter, so much.
Thanks, Tom.
This update was brought to you by of the Players' Championship brought to you by Golden Ocala Golf and Equestrian Club. Make sure you check us out Monday as we roll out our Golden Ocala Summer Membership Contest. Also, we'd like to thank the folks at Ocala Golf Club as well for these updates of the Players' Championship from Ponte Vedra, Florida. Now, back to Mark's Prime Steakhouse and Seafood and Buddy Martin.
Well, I'm here, Tom. Buddy's putting his thing. Here he is.
Well, I mean, that'd be the first time. Really.
Go
ahead, Big. Wait. Let the Chief go ahead. Now, you got it, pal. Bring it back. Let's see what you
I was just going to say that the reason that there was an issue is because Buddy had a problem with the equipment and cut us off. So there was a mild panic.
We didn't miss any airtime.
I actually thought I was going to have to start doing chest compressions on Buddy here because he was panic-stricken.
Here's the first rule of radio. Never tell people what's going on. I never want. It's like cops. It's like cops. Don't tell the real story.
Exactly.
You have to because it doesn't relate to them. And it's like the big fellow when he was down in the other station crawling on all fours trying to find the disconnect on the cord, and about to have a pissy fit. That was a sight to behold.
Too funny.
Don't you get a 300-pound crab before in your life?
No, dear God. And don't forget, we're sponsored by Daniel L. Hightower, attorney, fighting for accident victims' rights since 1976.
All right.
See?
Well, look, that was good, buddy, except it's Daniel L. Hightower, lawyer, fighting for accident victim justice.
All right, do it again.
Justice, not rights. Okay,
all right, let's do it again. I want you to do a little more enthusiasm. All right, speak like you command your troops. Come on now.
Well, usually I'm asleep when I'm commanding my troops.
Well, you pretty much are here, too.
Well, it's like Tom, I'm not going to lie, right? Daniel L. Hightower, lawyer, fighting for accident victims' justice Since 1976.
All right, brother, way to go.
I feel pretty good about it.
Now you're officially a radio announcer.
Awesome.
When you retire, you can be able to do this.
Yeah.
It's a volunteer job.
Well, they fired me. Although, did you see that the mayor's running again?
I did. He was on the show yesterday.
Yeah.
We were out at Golden Ocala. We had a great time at Golden Ocala. All the Seminoles out there.
Yep.
And
I don't know how you could have had fun with the Seminoles.
We can.
There.
And Jimbo Fisher was on the program yesterday. You'll hear the replay today. Spent, Tom, 13 minutes with us talking about it and didn't want to get off the show. They kept telling him, "You got to go." And he says, "I'm not. This is my tour. I'm enjoying this." You know? So that was good. Folks had a good time out at Golden Ocala, and a lot of Seminoles showed up, so it was a good deal. And
beautiful place. They make me drive through the back gate over there. They don't let me come through the front door. So
you can go anywhere you want to with that badge on. You don't have to worry about that. All right, so let's see this. The mayor running again. Now, you work for the mayor.
I do. He is my supervisor.
Yeah.
I answer directly to him.
He hired you.
He nominated me to here before council, and had a council.
I understand the procedure, but you were his guy because he told me, "I got a guy."
I was the guy.
Up in Iowa.
Yep.
You're like a rescue dog, man. No, that was a great job.
Yeah.
I know you love it.
Yeah, it is a great place. Mayor Gwynn's a great mayor. He's certainly the stereotypical town mayor. He looks good. He dresses nice. He speaks well. He truly loves Ocala, and he's just he's been great to me. He's been great to the police department. Very supportive, as is all the council. He's like the article in the paper today about Denellen and the Denellen Police Department about their budget woes, and you don't see that in Ocala. That our council is incredibly supportive of public safety and of the department and of me, and it couldn't be. I don't think we could have asked for a better city council, certainly, or a better mayor.
You don't have to run for office.
Well, I know
that you have 5 voters.
I've had this conversation with a lot of people that when you run for an office, when it's citywide or countywide, pleasing the masses, I think, is a whole lot easier than pleasing 5 people.
Yeah.
Because my fate is in the hands of really one person, the mayor, nominating me, and then 5 people voting yes or no for me to keep my contract. So, because I'm on a 2-year contract.
A 2-year?
Yep.
Really?
2-year contract. Yeah, every 2 years.
Automatic renewal, let's say.
No, it's not automatic. As we know with what happened with the former city manager, the mayor's elections are in the odd years, and the council appointees, all the 5 council appointees are every even year. So it's me, city attorney, city auditor, city clerk, and city manager that gets reappointed, or not.
Yes, or not.
Right.
Changing subjects just for a second here. We've had this conversation a lot on the show, when you and the sheriff used to do the show together especially. And I want to check on a couple of things. I know that domestic violence is still a huge deal.
Yes.
And I know you and both the sheriff have talked about attacking that in different ways, whether it be through seminars, education, whatever, or whether it be just through diligence or whatever it might be. How is that? I mean, you can know for sure, but how is that going?
Our efforts of bringing awareness to it, I think we're doing a pretty good job of that. The ability for us to decrease it or, any kind of decrease, we're not seeing at all. In fact, just a month ago, 6 weeks ago, we had a domestic violence murder-suicide on the northeast side of town. And it wasn't a domestic violence. We had a couple, an older couple. She died, and then he killed himself. She died of natural causes. That was domestic violence. I don't even know why I'm saying that. Yeah. But, we make arrests, not daily, but we make arrests many times every week of, domestic violence, males striking females, some females striking males, also child beating on a parent, boyfriend, girlfriend. It's just, it's a shame that it happens. We do a walk every year, the sheriff and I, paint or mark a couple of our cars with purple for domestic violence awareness. And the thing is, and I've recently had lengthy conversations with one domestic violence victim who, when you first talk to them, they're scared. They think they're the reason that they endured the physical abuse that they did, and you look at them and go, it's not your fault. People have been supposed to do that to you.
The submission to think that.
Well, not only that, but a lot of people don't know any other way. They grew up in households that had domestic violence, and they get into abusive relationships, and they just think that's the way things should be.
Break that chain.
And it's not. I think I told you the story about a girl that's at Pace School for Girls, that she spoke at a luncheon for the fundraiser for the school, where she's talking about being sexually abused by a family member, and for years and years, and she just thought it was normal, that's the way things happen.
That's sad, isn't it?
I know. And then she goes to this school, and she starts telling her story, and they're looking at her like, no, that's not normal. And it's the same mentality that that these men and women think that this is just the way it should be, and they don't know any other way. And clearly, there is another way, and should be another way.
Well, I mean, here's the other thing. You talking about the Pace Center for Girls thing?
Yeah.
Well, I was at that. Yeah. And that girl up, so I thought this was just the way it was. I didn't know this wasn't the way it was. So one of those things. It's too bad when you have to have outside enforcement, quote unquote, to come resolve a family matter. Is it my imagination? Is that happening more? And I'm not a psychologist, or I'm not a family counselor, but because the family is not as tight as it used to be. I don't know.
Buddy, I don't think that it's necessarily happening more. I just think there's more awareness to it, and I think people are reporting it more. But I think it's still there. But, this whole family dynamic thing, even with child neglect and abuse, we had a 2-year-old guy drown in a pool not too long ago, and, there's certainly possibly some neglect in that. We're currently working a case now with a 5-month-old child and a 2-year-old child, where we found this 2-year-old several times wandering down the road, in the middle of the day or the middle of the night. And, you try to work with DCF to do something about the parents, and the parents are, drug addicts, and it's just a shame. And I tell you what really bothers you is that I'm walking through the police department a couple of weeks ago, and talking about this 5-month-old and 2-year-old, and I start talking to one of the employees of the department, who is a seasoned veteran, not necessarily hardcore public servant, but they've been around the block, okay? And I look at them, I can tell something's wrong, and I'm like, hey, are you okay? And they start telling me about this case, and they start crying because they don't think, because they're frustrated that
can't do anything.
The state isn't doing as much as we want them to. We may or may not be able to build enough of a case to arrest the parents, and you just look at them and think, what's the world coming to, that these poor innocent kids that have to endure stuff like this, they really don't have a chance. And as a society, we've got to do something.
Chief Ed Graham asked the cops about Daniel L. Hightower, attorney fighting for accident victim justice since 1976. We're live on the front porch, city's front porch of Mark's Prime Steakhouse and Suite. We'll take a break, come back. We'll tell the chief about an event coming up here, which we're announcing today, and ask him if we can guarantee crowd control at the Paddock Mall. Coming up next right here on Voice of Ocala on
1370 AM, 96.3 FM. We're live and local. The Source.
House. We all have stuff we don't want to do. Isn't it about time you did something you wanted to do? Like getting your pilot's license? At Ocala Aviation, they make it fun and easy, and you can start by taking one of their discovery flights. For only $99, you get to go up in the airplane with an FAA-certified flight instructor and actually fly the plane yourself. It's a perfect way to see if flying is for you. And once you get that ultimate feeling of freedom, Ocala Aviation can train you to get your pilot's license. Ocala Aviation also offers commercial flight training for those looking to make a career change and enter the world of commercial aviation. Ocala Aviation is conveniently located at the Ocala International Airport. So if you're ready to start your adventure, stop by or give them a call today. 861-7484. That's 861-7484. You'll be glad you did. I know I am. Ocala Aviation. Call today, 861-7484.
Wow, I can't believe what I'm seeing. Who did this?
P&P Tikis and more, of course. Now I have a tiki hut for shade, and I can enjoy the sounds of my cascading fountain while feeding my koi fish in my own pond. They even fixed my fence and redid all my landscaping. Nice to see a professional, reliable, family-owned business. Yes, P&P Tikis is the natural Florida tiki builder and water features designer. With free estimates, P&P Tikis is licensed and insured. Call 352-877-3307 for your very own tiki hut and more. That's 352-877-3307. P&P Tikis.
What are the most common questions those nearing retirement are asking? Will I outlive my money? Retirement questions like these and many more will be answered every Saturday morning at 9 a.m. on Planning for a Better and Safer Retirement with hosts Francois and Julian Pozenet. Francois and Julian will help you put your retirement puzzle together. Catch Planning for a Better and Safer Retirement Saturdays at 9 a.m. on Ocala's News Talk, The Source 96.3 FM and 1370 AM.
Let's give it up for old asphalt and a new pair of shoes. Let's give it up for a good rhythm meeting a sweet melody. For a church cookout under clear skies. Let's give it up for good things coming together, like bundling your auto and other policies together with an Allstate agent, which can save you time and keep you better protected. Let's give it up for good.
To receive your comparative insurance quote, contact the McDonald Agency at 622-2333.
Right on the southwestern corner of the square sits one of the finest dining establishments in Florida, Mark's Prime Steakhouse and Seafood Restaurant. Mark's offers big city dining amenities in a charming and small town setting. It's a rare treat to experience both the ambiance and the exquisite cuisine in a friendly atmosphere. Ocala's finest restaurant serves the finest beef, the freshest seafood, premium wines, and naturally fresh vegetables. From valet parking to splendid service, Mark's offers the complete package. Check it out today. Mark's Prime Seafood and Steakhouse Restaurant. If you've been hearing about the crowd at Eaton's Beach Sandbar and Grill and were worried because you couldn't get in, I've got some good news for you. Seating is now available. While you're there, look up Chef Dave Del Rio. He'll buy you a drink. Now is the time for you to finally see firsthand what your friends are talking about. At Eaton's Beach Sandbar and Grill, try Chef Dave's tantalizing Louisiana menu. Check out those gorgeous Lake Weir sunsets. Eaton's Beach Sandbar and Grill on beautiful Lake Weir. Seating now available.
Hi, I'm Tom Ingram, CEO of Gateway Bank, the new old-fashioned bank. Let us introduce you to Ocus, a simple way to bring your business online. Through this relationship, your business can have a fully functioning website in less than 30 minutes. We will also provide you support with social media, sales tracking, e-commerce, and online scheduling, which is all optimized for mobile users. Ocus, now at Gateway Bank, Silver Springs Boulevard, Ocala. Come visit our technology center for your total small business solution. I'm Tom Ingram, and I'll see you there.
Spectacular afternoon here in Ocala, Florida. Stephen Police is with us here for the final segment of Ask the Cops, presented by Daniel L. Hightower, lawyer, fighting for accident and victim justice since
1976.
Thank you very much. What's going on at the cop shop?
Well, I talked a little bit about the 2-year-old that was that drowned. Actually, it was a lot, but died later up at Shands. We've had a couple stabbing. We had a fatal crash out in the 1200 block East 40. A car was going down 40. Another car was pulled out in front of it, hit it. Never hit his brake. Hit a wall and was actually alive at the scene, but it died later at the hospital. There was also a 12-year-old boy in the car that had a compound fracture of his leg, but he's going to be okay. The biggest issue that we're having right now is we've had 4 trailer thefts in the last couple of weeks. All kinds of trailers, either flatbed trailers or the enclosed ones. But it's just like we talk about with the people's cars being broken into when they leave the doors unlocked. They're not securing their trailers, either putting a padlock on them or, leaving them hooked to something or putting them inside a garage or whatever. They're just leaving them out there and people are pulling up, hooking to them and taking them off. So if you've got a trailer, no matter what kind of trailer it is, put a lock on it. That way we don't have to try to track it down. There's a big fundraiser for the Marion Cultural Alliance this Saturday called Ride for the Arts.
Oh, Andrew, I thought it was you for that.
Yeah. 68-mile bike ride, and I think a 32 or 34-mile bike ride. It starts right downtown here, right through the city and in the county. Big event, supposed to be really nice, so we're helping with that. We did a mock DUI crash this past week at Denali High School, where we got out there and set the cars up. And
you actually crash them?
No, we don't crash them, but and we have role players that they make up to look like they've been injured, and that's always a pretty powerful thing to show kids that drinking and driving is never a good thing, and you should never get behind the wheel of the car after having any drinks at all. But other than that, we're looking forward to Symphony of the Stars this weekend too. You're doing, and we'll be part of that. So it's actually been fortunately a pretty good couple of weeks for us.
Very good. That's good. You need a few good weeks.
Yeah.
It's been really good earlier this week, weather-wise and stuff happening. Busy week for us, and we're going to need your help a little bit as we announced today, as we're going to announce in the 5 o'clock hour again. Our friend Terry Bradshaw will be coming to visit Ocala.
Love Terry Bradshaw.
He's in these races, just like he is on TV. Bradshaw will be here on the 15th of May. He's coming to the studio. We will have a small group of people allowed to come out front, sit in the window and watch. Maybe 2 lucky listeners, if we have a contest, I'm not sure about Joe Martone, might be allowed to come in and watch the broadcast. He will do the show live for maybe a couple hours, and then he will hightail it out of town after a meal, the last meal before he goes. So
he's playing football somewhere, didn't he?
No, he's a Rhodes Scholar. He's a Rhodes Scholar.
Too many boys to the head. Yeah, he's a Rhodes Scholar.
Yeah. All right, Chief Graham, we're wrapping it up. Thanks for coming today. Have a good weekend. Have a great time.
You
and
too. Happy Mother's Day.
Yeah, happy Mother's Day to somebody named Amy who may or may not get a present. Hey, coming up next hour, Teddy Goss joins us along with Angie Lewis. We're going to announce a winner the Mother's Day contest right here on The Source.
1370 AM, 96.3 FM. We're WOCA, The Source.
Whenever you're searching for an attorney, you want somebody with knowledge who has a commitment to our community and our state. Such is the case with Daniel L. Hightower, PA lawyer. In everything from car and other motor vehicle accidents, work accidents, personal injury, and wrongful death cases. Daniel L. Hightower also handles Social Security disability and bankruptcy. Call him today at 352-629-7777 or check out danhightower.com. Daniel L. Hightower, fighting for accident victim justice since 1976. Does osteoarthritis bring frustration with every step? Do pain and stiffness affect your everyday activities? If so, you may be interested in a research study for the treatment of pain associated with osteoarthritis. Rinstar Medical Research is conducting a research study of an investigational medication for individuals between the ages of 40 and 75 and who have been treated for the pain associated with osteoarthritis for at least 3 months. Qualified participants will receive study-related medical care and investigational medication. Compensation for time and travel will be provided. To learn more about this osteoarthritis study, please call Rinstar Medical Research in Ocala at 352-629-5800. Again, that's 352-629-5800. Need a car? Need financing? Need somebody to cut through the red tape and send you rolling down the highway? Prestige Auto Sales is the place to go. Got great credit and just prefer a quality pre-owned car at a fair price from somebody you can trust? Prestige Auto Sales is the place to go. Want to avoid high pressure to feel appreciated and be able to choose from a wide selection of AutoCheck and Carfax certified vehicles? Prestige Auto Sales is the place to go. Prestige Auto Sales in Ocala and Bellevue. Prestige, it's all there in our name. If you need a sign or a banner for your yard or your business or your campaign, I'd recommend you go to Signs Unlimited at 318 South Magnolia in Ocala. Screen printing, embroidery, digital graphics. Do what I did when we needed signs for the Save the Marion Theater Group. Go see Vic Buttermore at Signs Unlimited if you want quality work with a fast turnaround from somebody who is deeply committed to his community and always ready to assist you. There's a reason Vic's slogan is, it's our business to make your business better. Sign up for Signs Unlimited. Call 732-7341 today.
Hello, gorgeous.
Hi, this is Becky at Hello Gorgeous Salon. We are located in the heart of downtown Ocala, right next to the historic Marion Theater. I'd like to invite you to stop by and see our new boutique area and meet our staff of professional stylists. Here at Hello Gorgeous, we are ready to update your look with the latest trends. It's the perfect time to brighten up your look, so make your appointment now for those highlights and Brazilian blowout. But don't stop there. We are a full-service salon offering manicures, pedicures, and facials also. So if you've been searching for a salon to call your own, come and see us at Hello Gorgeous Salon. We are located at 48 South Magnolia Avenue in downtown Ocala, right next to the Marion Theater. So call today and set up your appointment at Hello Gorgeous Salon at 351-5358. That's 351-5358. And don't forget, we also do men and children's cuts too. 351-5358.
Hello, gorgeous.
Good credits, bad credits. It's none of our business because we're not an auto dealer. We're not a bank. We're not your mother. We're ocalaforsale.com. Marion County's marketplace for cars, trucks, and SUVs. We've got thousands of sellers standing by to take your call. No middleman. But hurry, don't walk, don't run. Just sit down and log on to ocalaforsale.com. Prices and inventory change daily. Offer does not include dealer upcharge. Undercutting, rust-proofing, factory surcharge, or delivery fee. See website for details.
Do you have areas that have started sagging or drooping? Is what you're looking at not quite the same as it was years ago? Are there enhancements you've been putting off? Is there serious damage you need fixed? Then call on us, Damage Control Services, when your roof is sagging and the drywall is drooping after a storm, or your home just needs some enhancements. From damage repairs to new construction, Damage Control Services is here to help.
One of the most common questions those nearing retirement are asking: will I outlive my money? Retirement questions like these and many more will be answered every Saturday morning at 9 a.m. on Planning for a Better and Safer Retirement with hosts Francois and Julian Cozenet. Francois and Julian will help you put your retirement puzzle together. Catch Planning for a Better and Safer Retirement Saturdays at 9 a.m. on Ocala's News Talk, The Source 96.3 FM and 1370 AM.
Broadcasting from the Paddock Mall Studios, this is WOCA, Ocala, Gainesville, The Villages, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, The Source.
Fox News Radio, I'm Jane Metzler.
Ayes are 98, the nays are 1.
The Senate approving a measure to give Congress a say on any nuclear deal with Iran.
Under the legislation, Congress would have the power to review any nuclear agreement reached with Iran. The president would also not be allowed to lift congressional sanctions against Iran for at least 30 days. The bill now heads over to the House where passage is expected. The president has already said that he'd sign the bill.
Fox Radio's John Decker. Arkansas Republican Tom Cotton, the only no vote. He wanted an amendment included requiring Iran to acknowledge Israel's right to exist. FBI Director James Comey says an investigation was reopened earlier this year into Elton Simpson, one of the gunmen killed in Sunday's attack on a Texas community center, and at least one death blamed on storms in Oklahoma yesterday. Fox News, we report, you decide.
It'll be home to 942 bursts of laughter, a 16-pound blackened turkey dinner, and the loudest burp on record. It will see its fair share of broken windows, broken bones, and broken hearts. But first, you have to find it. Start your home search at Zillow.com or on our family of apps. You can view millions of photos, browse historical pricing data, and even sign up for alerts when new homes hit the market. Zillow. Find your way home.
Every business trip starts with a choice. Stay or go. You can press send or press palms. Start a chat room or chat in an actual room. Just remember, this country wasn't built by folks waiting for opportunities to come to them. They went to their people and things got done. And if you're one of those business people, there's a range of choice hotels like Comfort Inn for every type of business trip.
Should I stay or should I go?
You always have a choice. Book now at choicehotels.com.
Yes, it's time again for Buddy Martin. Call him up and tell him what you're thinking. But be kind because he's doing the best he can.
I'm just sick of all the amateur stuff, you know? I mean, like, if I'm paying top dollar, I want a little production value, you know? Like some
editing, transition, something, some music.
Don't worry, we didn't leave you.
You think he's gone? He's not gone. That's the whole point. He's never gone.
Our bosses say we gotta stay.
Check out the name tag. You're in my world now, Grandma. Bow to your sensei. Bow to your sensei.
It's time for the second hour of The Voice of Ocala.
Hoo-ah! You ever come across anything like time travel?
Come on, stick around. It's free.
If you win, you win. If you lose, you still win.
Welcome back to the program. Voice of Ocala live from Sunny's front porch in downtown Ocala. Spectacular day today. Spectacular people on the radio. Thanks to Rick Graham for hour one and Ask the Cops. Joined now by Teddy Goss, a good friend from many years ago. We've been around a long time. We know each other like 15 years. Okay, maybe a lot longer than that. Teddy joins us on the program now, and Teddy, we got a big day today. We're going to be announcing the winner of the Mother of All Mother's Day contest, and I guess we're officially closing that right now. If you haven't gotten it in, you're too late. Tom, I just looked at the Facebook page there, if Tom's anywhere near earshot.
Of course I'm right here. I wouldn't miss Teddy Goss for anything.
There you go. I noticed that 829 people had inquired about that post on our Facebook page. So I imagine you're probably knee-deep in paper and stuff, and you can't move around because all the stuff you got there, the entries you got, except we don't have paper. We got a few pieces of paper here. Teddy is going to be looking over the entries right now, and Angie Lewis will be along shortly. She is the title sponsor of this, sponsored by Angie Lewis. And Teddy is giving a beautiful piece of jewelry. We've told you about the prizes. How many times have we said that a day? At least 5 times a day we tell you what you're getting and where you're getting it from. And Tom keeps saying this. And Tom, you put her on the spot with this now. So if she's mad at you, don't blame it on me. Tom keeps saying, well, Teddy Goss is giving a nice piece of jewelry from Goss & Son Jewelers, and I don't know what it is, but she's hinting it might be pearls. You never, you never said that, did you?
Yeah, I did mention it. Uh-huh. It's going to be some nice pearls.
That means that's for them be pearls. Okay, so Tom actually heard it right.
Well, if you don't win them, you can't win them. You can come buy some.
The time you spend your money. Jennifer would like to have those pearls. He's got big bucks. Anyway.
Here's the thing. I don't know what Buddy said. I listen when this show's going on. I listened to you, Teddy, and I remembered you saying it may be pearls or something. Buddy completely washed over that. I don't think he listens to you, Teddy.
I don't think he pays any attention to either one of us, Tom, really.
I think, see, right there.
Wait, excuse me a second. What's your name again?
He just plays a guessing game with us. You know that, Tom.
I just want to tell you, for the lucky winner to be announced here in, the 4:45 in 40 minutes, because it's all this loot, man. I said, I wish I could resign the radio station and enter. I think I could write a nice little note about my mom or about my wife. And the stuff we got is, none of it's got expiration dates but one. And what it does is the 4 tickets to the Symphony of the Stars, because it was after Sunday, it's no good.
Well, one of them, another one does have an expiration date too, though. So you said none of them except one. The Cut and Color has a 90-day.
Well, but I'm talking about a weekend.
Right. Right.
No immediate expiration date.
Right.
And I just got a text from Pamela Calero, who was very helpful in this, and FAFO, of course, is the one donating the tickets.
Oh, great.
That you will have the tickets to Patsy tomorrow morning. Because, Tom, you and I will be where tomorrow?
We'll be at the Players' Championship, brought to you by Golden Ocala Golf and Equestrian Club, and, of course, our friends at Ocala Golf Club.
And we're going to have an update from Hunter Turner up there. He's there now reporting. He had a conversation with Tiger Woods earlier this week. So we will have that. But the tickets will be with Patsy at the front desk tomorrow about 10 o'clock to get the lucky winner. So, Teddy, how about the jewelry?
Well, they can come down and pick up the pearls tomorrow.
Oh, pearls. It is pearls.
Yeah.
I'll never let this Tom down.
No, you won't. Well, the thing about pearls is you can wear it with blue jeans and white shirt and look really, really good.
Yeah.
And everybody loves them.
Yeah, pearls. My favorite outfit, if you said pick one outfit for women that you like, my wife included, black dress and pearls.
Oh, absolutely. You can go anywhere and look like $1 million with that outfit.
It's like almost like a blue suit for a man. You know that?
Right.
That's
exactly.
that's Audrey Hepburn with the black dress and the pearls and her hair up in a bun. That's you don't get better than that, buddy. I agree with you 100% there.
I know. That's my favorite actress. I always try to copy how she dressed with pearls.
There you go. So, anyway, so that's what's happening. All the stuff we're giving away today. And I don't know if Teddy wants to play Remember When or not.
I'll play.
I pulled something out earlier this week. I was going to show Teddy, but I can't find it right now. But she wants to play this a year after the break, Tom. We'll talk about that. Now, what's going on? I heard Roberta Coyne was in town.
They're in town. She's
about a woman?
It's a woman.
Flack. Is Roberta Flack here? Or?
Well, Roberta Coyne isn't actually the person in our store, but we have a beautiful lady that you come in and want to see some fantastic pieces. Roberta Coyne jewelry, rose gold. It is absolutely fantastic. So come on downtown.
There you go. So, Tom, let us have a year. You look it up. We'll take a quick break, and we will get back with Teddy in a minute. We'll catch up on some things, including the year. And I've got a list. You travel, right?
I travel some, yeah.
And, of course, somebody's going to travel on this Monday who's going to win a trip to Orlando.
Yeah, I traveled last week to go bet on the horses in Ocala.
You did?
I did.
Sure
did.
Went to the Derby?
Came in fifth.
You went to the Derby?
I know. I went out to bet on the horses.
You bet you traveled to Kentucky.
Well, that's traveling for me to go out and bet on the horse. And I won. I won lots of money.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Wow. How come you didn't share their knowledge with other people?
Well, I did, actually. You and Tom and I were betting on some horses, but y'all didn't listen to me.
We did. Now, once again, I listened to the pearls, the horses. I'm taking notes from now on.
Okay.
I'm not missing a thing from now on. I guarantee.
Well, I'm real excited because Mark Cassie had a horse that came in fifth, and he lives here, you know.
Oh, that's nice. Good for him. Well, that's good news. So, we will go ahead and take our break now. We're live on Cindy's Front Porch downtown, right across from Gossel's Sun. Downtown Ocala, right here at Mark's Prime Steakhouse and Seafood, where Teddy and Jerry Goss often hang out. And we shall return to the Voice of Ocala after these messages from Tom on
1370 AM, 96.3 FM. We're live and local. The Source.
May is Watch Month. It's also a time to start thinking about that special graduate in your life. A terrific line of watches at Goss & Son Jewelers will make the perfect gift for that graduate. Rolex, Tag Heuer, Philip Stein. For graduation, birthdays, anniversaries, check out the line of fine watches and jewelry at Goss & Son Jewelers just to say I love you. Goss & Son Jewelers, the oldest Rolex jeweler in Central Florida. Downtown Ocala for 65 years.
Got a morning or afternoon free this summer? Then check out the rolling hills of Pine Oaks Golf Course in Ocala. Clark Creamer and his staff will offer you a rich golfing experience that allows you to play this Ron Garl design. A fully stocked pro shop along with a snack bar and driving range offer the full golfing experience. So come check out Pine Oaks Golf of Ocala. For more information, go to pineoaksocala.com. Book your tee times now.
Let's give it up for old asphalt and a new pair of shoes. Let's give it up for a good rhythm meeting a sweet melody. For a church cookout under clear skies. Let's give it up for good things coming together, like bundling your auto and other policies together with an Allstate agent, which can save you time and keep you better protected. Let's give it up for good.
To receive your comparative insurance quote, contact the McDonald Agency at 622-2333.
Guy Harvey Checking is now exclusively available at Gateway Bank. With Guy Harvey Checking, you will receive Gateway's premium checking account plus several other Guy Harvey Ocean Foundation features, including membership to the Guy Harvey Hammerhead Nation, free Guy Harvey t-shirt, and an exclusive Guy Harvey debit card. At Gateway Bank, we will make a $50 donation to the Guy Harvey Ocean Foundation for every new account opened. This is just one more reason why people choose Gateway Bank. Sign up today for your exclusive Guy Harvey checking account with Gateway. Details available at gatewaybankcfl.com, member FDIC.
Need a car? Need financing? Need somebody to cut through the red tape and send you rolling down the highway? Prestige Auto Sales is the place to go. Got great credit and just prefer a quality pre-owned car at a fair price from somebody you can trust? Prestige Auto Sales is the place to go. Want to avoid high pressure to feel appreciated and be able to choose from a wide selection of AutoCheck and Carfax certified vehicles? Prestige Auto Sales is the place to go. Prestige Auto Sales in Ocala and Bellevue. Prestige, it's all there in our name.
Good credits, bad credits. It's none of our business because we're not an auto dealer. We're not a bank. We're not your mother. We're OcalaForSale.com. Marion County's market marketplace for cars, trucks, and SUVs. We've got thousands of sellers standing by to take your call. No middleman. But hurry, don't walk, don't run. Just sit down and log on to ocalaforsale.com. Prices and inventory change daily. Offer does not include dealer upcharge. Undercutting, rust-proofing, factory surcharge, or delivery fee. See website for details.
Ooh, a xylophone. Sounds dreamy.
Yeah, they don't make them like this anymore, Robin. I'm shipping it to the Musical Historical Society.
And you're packing it like that?
What, this won't work?
Why don't you take it to the Personal Service Center at the corner of Northeast 25th Avenue and 24th Street in Ocala? Just look for the yellow signs.
Great idea. That'll save me a lot of time.
The passing of time.
Personal Service Center makes sending packages easy.
And quick, call 789-6683
for the Personal Service Center. On the next AM Ocala Live, Robin and I will be speaking to Jim George. He's the owner of American Cable Services, and we go to him for our technical advice because he's Professor Gadget.
News Bites, the hottest news and current events served bite-sized.
And then Harry C. Boyd is coming on. He's the senior scholar in public work philosophy. He's written a book called Democracy's Education, Public Work, Citizenship, and the Future of Colleges and Universities.
Join Kelly Fuquay-Hart and her guests on Ocala Magazine Radio.
And then Daniel M. Cohen is coming on. He's a filmmaker, a journalist, and he's written a book called Single-Handed, the inspiring true story of Tibor Teddy Rubin, Hungarian refugee.
Deborah Litton has been an actress since the age of 6. She's appeared in The Mod Squad, The Incredible Hulk, The Man in the Santa Claus Suit, and The Waltons. She's written a book called Silence, a romance novel for young adults.
All of that plus fun with Joe on the next AM Ocala Live right here on The Source, WOCA 96.3 FM.
1370 AM.
Voice of Ocala on Mark's Prime Steakhouse Seafood downtown. And my cohort today she's busy. She's up to her eyeballs in paper because she's one of those people judging the Mother of All Mother's Day contest, which the winner will be announced here in 31 minutes, and somebody's going to get a bunch of stuff, including, I'm told now, pearls from golf. Anyway, the list goes on and on. Some lucky mother or wife is going to really be happy because it's a special thing they're going to be able to get and enjoy. Now, Teddy, before we go to our year, if Tom has a year for us, you like to travel, right?
I do like to travel.
Okay. Did you ever get something that wasn't exactly right on a trip and you still were unhappy and you called up and said, didn't have a good time on my trip because you promised me this on the room and that on the room and
absolutely. Yeah, it happens a lot to me.
Did you call people?
Well, last year I recall we had reservations for a room for like 2 months. I get out to Las Vegas. The room was not what I had asked for. And Cammie and I took our luggage, and we actually walked in the middle of the casino with our luggage, moving ourselves to a really nice hotel and a really nice room.
There you go. There you go. Didn't like the room because it was too small, smelly.
Small, it was dark, and I like to gamble, and I do not like to walk really far to the room.
Because you might have money when you're winnings.
Absolutely.
You don't want to walk through some dark alley with it, right?
That's about right. Cammie can tell you that story.
Yeah.
It's a good one.
Okay, good. Well, it's amazing what people will do sometimes, what they'll say about places and complaints. I have this incredible list I got off the other night. I wish I knew where it came from. But anyway, Thomas Cook Vacations. I don't know where it came from. Dissatisfied customers, okay? All right, now this is some of these. You tell me what you think of it. Tom, you and Luke are listening back there, right?
Yeah, we're back here.
How do you like this? On my holiday to Goa, Joy, in India, I was disgusted to find that almost every restaurant served curry. I don't like spicy food.
What
do you expect to get?
Well, when you go over there, you better expect it.
What do they expect there?
When in Rome, do as the Romans do.
Oh, there you go. Here's one. They should not allow topless sunbathing on the beach. It was very distracting for my husband, who just wanted to relax.
Well, you know what?
He did.
You better go to Spain because that's all you see over there is topless beaches. And you know what? That's the best Jerry ever looked because he got a really good suntan.
Jerry, make it over here. She's telling on you, man. Lots of time on the beach, huh?
Right.
Number 3, this speaking of Spain, We went on holiday to Spain and had a problem with taxi drivers as they were all speaking Spanish. Well, imagine that.
Imagine that. Well, you should have gotten a little book and studied a little bit.
I mean, really. I mean, Tom, is that classic or what?
You're only as smart as the dumbest person in your group, I guess.
Couple more. The beach was too sandy. We had to clean everything when we returned to our room.
Oh, dear goodness.
Beach.
Well, that's why you go to the beach. You get a little sand on the beach.
That's why you shower at the hotel, little showers. You walk towards the pool deck coming back off the beach.
One of my personal favorites here is no one told us there would be fish in the water. The children were scared.
Oh, no.
Oh, gosh. Those are great, buddy. I'm telling you. Wow.
Teddy always simply talk about depressing things. Now, I'm making you laugh today. Okay?
You are making me laugh today.
All right,
one more.
Oh,
go ahead.
No, go ahead.
What you got?
No, I got the year. I'm waiting to. I love my year game.
Yeah, we're ready. One more.
All right.
It took us 9 hours to fly home from Jamaica to England. It took the Americans only 3 hours to get to their home. It seems unfair.
That's pretty good.
Oh, where did you find that?
We'll move Jamaica a little closer over there. Sorry about that. Oh, anyway, that's how we get a good enough out of that. All right, and how long is it now, Tom? What, 20, I can't do math, 21 minutes?
20.
In a few minutes, we're announcing a winner.
26 minutes, buddy.
26. All right, I can't do math. All right, what you got for a year for us? Now, be nice, Betty.
You should be able to get this. With a little work, the two of y'all should be able to get this. The World Series champions this year were the Milwaukee Braves.
The Milwaukee Braves. We know it's a long time ago.
The NFL champions were the Detroit Lions.
Remember NFL champions because there's no Super Bowl back then. We know it was before 1966. There's another hint.
North Carolina was your NCAA basketball champions.
That figures in, but I still don't know the year yet.
Nikita Khrushchev was Time Magazine's Man of the Year.
Okay. All right, I'm narrowing in.
Oh, my God. You're going too far back.
No, this is 50s.
Marion McKnight from Manning, South Carolina was Miss America.
Oh, remember her.
The popular TV shows of this year, number 1 was Gunsmoke. Number 2 was the Danny Thomas Show.
Yeah.
Number 3 was Tales of Wells Fargo. Number 4 was Have Gun Will Travel. And number 5 was I've Got a Secret.
Okay.
Top songs, Singing the Blues by Guy Mitchell. Don't Forbid Me by Pat Boone.
Okay.
All Shook Up by Elvis Presley.
Okay.
Oh, wow, I know one.
Tammy by Debbie Reynolds.
Yeah.
Wake Up Little Susie by the Everly Brothers.
Yeah.
And You Send Me by Sam Cooke.
Got it. I got the year.
Buddy's got
the year.
It's got to be like 59, 50, 55, 54.
1956.
Darn, I missed it again.
Let's see if that's right.
Buddy went with 56. Teddy, you going with 56 or you want to go with your own year?
54.
I said 54, she said.
The year was 1957.
That's about a year.
Oh, my year I graduated from high school.
You were a little old.
Well, you didn't have Ready. How about Ready Teddy? You didn't have.
Yeah, Ready Teddy. Let's see. That
was my song. Yeah, Cat's Corner.
I remember that. Yeah, absolutely. I was thinking that Hound Dog was 50. That's right. Hound Dog was 56.
Jailhouse Rock was 57. Teddy Bear was 57. Love Letters in the Sand by Pat Boone. All Shook Up. Butterfly by Andy Williams. Young Love by Tab Hunter. I love that song, Young Love. That's a great song.
Who knew Tab Hunter could even sing?
That's true.
I saw him in a movie like, this guy sings? Get out of here with that.
Now, what was the life and legend of Wyatt Earp? Was that a big time show?
It's a Wyatt Earp movie.
Are you kidding? I never watched.
They said it was the most. They said it was the most popular TV show. Then number 7 was the General Electric Theater.
GE. It's called GE Theater.
GA Theater. Then the Restless Gun was number 8 most popular show that year? December Bride was the number 9 most popular show that year. And You Bet Your Life was the number 10 most popular show that year.
Of course we watched You Bet Your Life, yeah.
Oh, yeah, we saw that one.
You say I've Got a Secret was in there, too?
I've Got a Secret was number 5.
Yeah, that was a very popular.
Gunsmoke, of course, was the top show.
Oh, yeah, that's what was big. It was big. Chester.
It was Gunsmoke, The Danny Thomas Show, Tales of Wells Fargo, Have Gun Will Travel, I've Got a Secret, The Life and Legend of Wyatt Earp, GE Theater, The Restless Gun, December Bride, and You Bet Your Life.
All right, so that would be Eisenhower was president.
Yeah.
Yeah.
1957.
Yeah. Well,
that was a good year.
Buddy,
these were good times.
Buddy, a movie that is one of your personal favorites won the Oscar that year. The Bridge Over the River Kwai.
It's a classic movie, and a movie that you need to see about 10 times.
That's true. What a great movie.
Now,
I watched that movie so many times.
What are Dream Pets?
Couldn't tell you.
Because they said that was the most popular Christmas toy that year was Dream Pets, Career Games, Sea Monkeys, and Whammo Flying Saucers.
I don't know any of those.
And the cool kids were watching Dick Clark's American Bandstand.
Oh, yeah. Oh, no. Well, now you're talking, Teddy. Ready, Teddy?
Yeah, that's true. That's true. And the Jitterbug was real popular then.
Was?
Because we would be in Cat's Corner dancing all the time.
Now, do y'all...
And we were actually
Go ahead.
the first class, 1957, to graduate from the high school out of Fort
And we were the last one to graduate from the old high school.
Lots of memories.
And now your high school is closed on Allgren, my high school. Now there's a new one at Forest.
Right.
Now do you
and
guys...
it's not even built in the forest. How did that happen?
Now, do you guys remember
Why did
this?
they name it that?
It had to do with the integration process.
Do you guys remember this scandal? James Vickery, this happened in 57. James Vickery announced he had invented subliminal advertising. He said he flashed the words "hungry, eat popcorn, and thirsty, drink Coke" on a Fort Lee, New Jersey movie theater screen, and because of that, it went nationwide. This story, and food and beverage sales increased significantly at movie theaters. And then in 1962, he said, "No, I made it all up. I really didn't do that."
No, I don't think he did either.
He didn't. But that was the scandal of the year, was James Vickery announcing that he had invented subliminal advertising for movie theaters by flashing the words.
There was a lot of
popcorn.
scandal on TV. There's a lot of scandal because remember they had the $64,000 question.
Quiz show.
That they fixed it, you know. Yeah, that was
21 was fixed, wasn't it?
21, yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. All right, so we have in our hand we called, as they say, the best of the entries that we got. Like I said before, 829 people checked it out on Facebook. We have a lot of entries, and we culled it down to 6. And the 2 judges are here now because Angie Lewis, in a red dress, by the way, had just arrived. We got a black dress and a red dress, and she and Teddy are going to pick the winner for Mother of All Mother's Day, coming up here in just a couple of minutes. You ready to go, Angie, in a couple of minutes? You read, Angie, while we're finishing this up. And I think Teddy's probably got hers figured out.
Mm-hmm.
But don't consult each other.
I won't.
And we have judges here. We have spies, making sure it's being done right. It's all above board. And, Tom, you didn't get any last-minute entries before 4 o'clock, did you?
One from Greg Graham, but no. Didn't make the final.
Didn't make the final?
Didn't make the
Greg
final.
Graham. Oh, my goodness. I hope you don't get a ticket anytime soon, pals. All I got to say.
Didn't make the final.
Better watch out.
Yeah, well, watch out. So it was a fun deal and fun to have people expressing. A lot of people told us, but they don't want to take the time to write.
I know, isn't that amazing?
Go tell me. Go write that now. Well, we'll write that. So
I just can't believe people with all those prizes: Avoya Travel, Goss and Son Jewelers, Shannon Roth, Cyrus Rug Gallery, The Proper Tees, Eaton's Beach. Yeah. I mean, presented by the Angie Lewis State Farm Agency. All of those great prizes, and 829 people checked it out. And don't get me wrong, we had a pile of entries, but I thought, how did we not get 10,000 entries for that prize pack?
Exactly.
On billboards all around town, on the radio, what have you. Anyway, we're glad for the ones we did get. There's a couple of really good ones in there, which I'm sure Angie will pick out with no problem. And we'll have that announcement coming up in just a moment. So, all right, so we got the year.
Got it.
We talked about Roberta Coin.
We
got to talk about watches. Then we can talk about insurance next. Watches. Tag Heuer. What's so good about a Tag Heuer? Why is that so good?
It's just a great watch. It's very, very affordable, and it's very status simple. It's a great-looking watch for young executives and young women that like to be professional and come in and see them. They're really, really nice.
You're wearing a Rolex, right?
I wear a Rolex.
Is that called Lady Rolex? What is that called?
It's a Lady Presidential Yachtmaster.
Nice looking. I hear the music. That means it's time to take a break live from Cindy's Front Porch in downtown Ocala. Coming up next, Angie Lewis joins us. We talk about the winner of the Mother of All Mother's Day. Plus, check out your insurance. We'll fix you up that next. Right here on The Source.
1370 AM, 96.3 FM, WOCA, The Source.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. And so is State Farm agent Angie Lewis, working hard to serve her community as a citizen and insurance agent. Angie wants to help you as you adjust your insurance needs to your life. From everything to helping educate your teen driver to protecting your family against everyday risk. She wants to change the way you perceive insurance by developing relationships with her clients, which is why Angie and her staff are proud to be a part of so many good causes in Ocala. In turn, she has chosen to single out those who step up as leaders. Each month on the Voice of Ocala, Angie spotlights a good neighbor, saluting those who give exceptional service or do random acts of kindness to others. For this, Angie was written up in State Farm's National Magazine. Angie also supports local businesses with a regular Biz Buzz.
Hi, I'm State Farm agent Angie Lewis. Come see me and my team for all your insurance and financial needs in the beautiful downtown historic district, 416 East Fort King Street, or call 291-2444.
Cyrus Rug Gallery is the third-generation Oriental rug dealer and producer located in the historic downtown square in Ocala. We specialize in Persian and Oriental rugs and services, offering the best combination of quality and value with a lifetime guarantee, while also providing chemical-free hand washing and hand repair done by our native experts. That's Cyrus Rug Gallery, 20 Southeast Broadway in Ocala.
Proud sponsor of the Mother of All Mother's Day, right here on WOCA, The Source.
Shop at Shannon Roth Collection for your special someone this Mother's Day. We'll guide you to the perfect gift to make you a winner in your lady's eyes. We have hobo handbags, 4 new cutting-edge jewelry lines, 6 new apparel lines, shoes, that on-the-go favorite as well, chocolate. And don't forget, we have free gift wrapping to make your shopping experience a breeze at Shannon Roth Collection. The Shannon Roth Collection located on the historic square in downtown Ocala.
Fox News Radio, I'm Jane Metzler.
Ayes are 98, the nays are 1.
The Senate approving a measure to give Congress a say on any nuclear deal with Iran.
Under the legislation, Congress would have the power to review any nuclear agreement reached with Iran. The president would also not be allowed to lift congressional sanctions against Iran for at least 30 days. The bill now heads over to the House where passage is expected. The president has already said that he'd sign the bill.
Fox Radio's John Decker. Arkansas Republican Tom Cotton, the only no vote. He wanted an amendment included requiring Iran to acknowledge Israel's right to exist. FBI Director James Comey says an investigation was reopened earlier this year into Elton Simpson, one of the gunmen killed in Sunday's attack on a Texas community center, and at least 1 death blamed on storms in Oklahoma yesterday. Fox News, we report, you decide.
It'll be home to 942 bursts of laughter, a 16-pound blackened turkey dinner, and the loudest burp on record. It will see its fair share of broken windows, broken bones, and broken hearts. But first, you have to find it. Start your home search at Zillow.com or on our family of apps. You can view millions of photos, browse historical pricing data, and even sign up for alerts when new homes hit the market. Zillow. Find your way home.
Every business trip starts with a choice. Stay or go. You can press send or press palms. Start a chat room or chat in an actual room. Just remember, this country wasn't built by folks waiting for opportunities to come to them. They went to their people and things got done. And if you're one of those business people, there's a range of choice hotels like Comfort Inn for every type of business trip.
Should I stay or should I go?
You always have a choice. Book now at choicehotels.com.
Each morning, we wake up thankful to live in a free nation with liberty and justice for all. But sometimes those liberties can be put in jeopardy, and you may have questions about what to do or who to call. Let Doc Blanchard of Blanchard, Miriam, Adele, and Kirkland help you find the answers. Attorneys at law since 1974 and located in downtown Ocala. If you have legal issues, don't go it alone. Call 352-732-7218. Blanchard, Miriam, Adele, and Kirkland, helping protect your liberties every day.
Chip, what are the two most important reasons people buy from Ford Lincoln of Ocala in Village Ford of Bellevue?
Easy. They've shopped everywhere else and found out that we have the selection and the price that can't be beat.
Exactly. People buy from us because they know when it comes to new Fords, no one comes close to our huge inventory of every model, equipment package, and color Ford has to offer.
And when it comes to price, Ford Lincoln of Ocala or Village Ford of Bellevue is unbeatable. Backed by our low price guarantee in writing.
We invite you to visit our websites at fordofocala.com or myvillageford.com. View our complete inventory of new and certified pre-owned Fords. Then check out the long list of positive reviews from our customers who have purchased or had their vehicles serviced with us.
Although selection and price are important, you also receive the benefits of a courteous factory-trained certified staff that just makes doing business with Ford Lincoln of Ocala or Village Ford of Bellevue a real joy.
Come in for the selection.
Come in for the price.
Come to Ford Lincoln of Ocala or Village Ford of Bellevue, your family of Ford dealerships where we've got what it takes.
Are you tired of not using your home's outdoor space for entertaining or relaxation because of all the bugs and leaves? Consider adding a beautiful screen room or glass enclosure. We are Superior Aluminum and Design, a family-owned and operated business with 20 years experience in the aluminum industry, and we are accredited by the Better Business Bureau. If you appreciate superior workmanship, call Superior Aluminum and Design at 817-8058 or visit us on the web at superiораluminumdesign.com.
Welcome back to the Voice of Ocala on a Thursday afternoon. Now let's go out to the Players' Championship in Ponte Vedra Beach, Florida, where we find Hunter Turner live on the scene at the Players' Championship. This update brought to you by the Golden Ocala Golf and Equestrian Club and, of course, our good friends at the Ocala Golf Club. So for the Golden Ocala Golf and Equestrian update, here's Hunter Turner. Hunter, how's the leaderboard looking?
The leaderboard's shaking up right now. When I last spoke to you, Charlie Hoffman was up tied with Hideki Matsuyama. Now it looks like Louis Oosthuizen is making an afternoon charge. Out of the afternoon group, he is 5 under par, currently through 13 holes, and looks to be one of the only players making a charge this afternoon.
So where's Tiger Woods? I know he teed off at 149. Where is he at on the leaderboard?
Tiger Woods is currently 1 over par, and I believe he's tied for 60th.
And how far into his round is he? What hole's he on, do you know?
He is on number 11 right now.
All right, and Jordan Spieth, the Masters champion, he went out this morning, him and Rory McIlroy, the number 1 player in the world. Where are they at on this board?
Rory McIlroy bested Jordan Spieth today by 6 shots. He shot -3, and Jordan Spieth shot +3.
So, Hunter, you said earlier in the last update that the wind has really reared its head out there at TPC for the Players' Championship. Is the wind still going an hour later? Is the wind still coming off the ocean pretty good?
Oh, yes. We've estimated gusts up to 30 miles an hour here today. It's been quite windy out there and causing some havoc for some players out there today.
All right, well, Hunter Turner, thanks for your updates. We'll see you in the morning. I'll be out there. I'll be there tomorrow morning. We'll be doing the Voice of Ocala live for the Players' Championship tomorrow afternoon, brought to you by Golden Ocala Golf and Equestrian Club and the Ocala Golf Club. Hunter, good job. We'll see you tomorrow, and good luck out there this afternoon watching some quality golf.
Absolutely. See you guys tomorrow. Thanks, Tom.
That update was brought to you by Golden Ocala Golf and Equestrian Club. We'll be rolling out our summer membership promotion for Golden Ocala Golf and Equestrian Club coming up Monday. Hey, also remember today, it's Ladies' Night Out at the Paddock Mall as Joe Martone, the MC of the situation here at the mall. Go check them out right here for Ladies' Night Out at the Paddock Mall, 5:30 to 7:30. Joe Martone in charge of the festivities. Now let's go back out to Cindy's front porch at Mark's Prime Steakhouse and Seafood and see if they've almost come up with a decision for the Mothers of All Mother's Day giveaway. Buddy Martin, how goes the decision making?
Tough group here. I'm telling you, man, they are dissecting this whole thing. They've narrowed it down to 2. They're having conversation. I think they're having a fist fight. I don't know. No, we got 2 really good entries, and they're going to tell me who they picked in just a moment. Before we get into that, I have an insurance question for the insurance lady.
Okay.
That should be what you handle it.
The insurance lady,
right?
With the insurance lady.
There you go. And I had my car towed yesterday. I needed to have it towed. Joni's car.
Oh, no.
And nice man, by the way, who came in. Then the tow truck came in, and I said, take it down to Prestige Auto, where I'm going to have a look at it and fix it or whatever, or maybe I'll trade, whatever I'll do. I said, fine. We told him where it was, and they said, fine. And so I got a call from Chris Pierce today and said, I don't have your car.
Oh, no.
The car is not there. I'm thinking the insurance would cover it if it's missing, right?
Absolutely.
Right?
Yeah, absolutely. If you have that coverage on your, well,
I mean, theft, right?
Theft. But I want to know what happened. Where's your car? Where is it?
Theft, or is that
it's theft. It's theft. Yeah. That would be a comprehensive claim.
Are you sure you didn't have someone do that on purpose?
It has been breaking down a lot.
It's okay with me if they didn't find it. If they don't find it, I'll say that.
So is it still not found?
No, that's 15 minutes ago. So I don't know.
Holy buddy! Oh my goodness!
So how about that?
So
that covers it.
Yes, it's a comprehensive
Anything else
claim.
you know about secrets? I had one time someone tell me about this. I actually went on a trip to the Skywriters tour at SEC. I had 2 weeks of clothes, and back then I was a clothes horse.
Yeah.
I used to have a lot, and I wore suits every day almost. And I had 2 suitcases full of clothes. And we changed planes for someplace, a charter airline, and they lost all my clothes. And they lost them for like a month. I couldn't find them. And I finally said to my insurance guy, hey, I got to have some clothes to wear. They were waiting. And finally they gave me a check for the amount.
Right.
And sure enough, they found the clothes about 3 weeks later.
So what'd you do?
I kept, what am I going to do? I mean, at that point in time, I'm probably most of my clothes, so I would have been happy. They didn't pay for the whole clothes. They didn't
right.
They don't give you the full amount, that you pay. But anyway, so insurance is a pain in the butt till you need it.
Do you have the number of the person that took your car?
Yeah, that's important.
I do have. AAA. I don't have the number to it. No.
Have you called AAA to tell them your car is missing?
My wife is in process of doing that.
Okay.
But so far, no.
I have a feeling maybe it just is at the wrong place.
Yeah, there's another Prestige, and he says sometimes they get to the wrong place.
Yeah.
So we haven't connected with the guy yet who, in fact, who hauled it. But yesterday he came by, and Tony said again, don't forget, Prestige Auto on 200. And
right.
I talked to the other young man, who, by the way, just happens to be one of the entrants that you have, yesterday, and he knew it was Prestige, too. He didn't haul the car, but he came in originally to start it, so they knew it was Prestige on 200.
That's
so whatever it is, I don't know.
Okay,
but
well, I hope you find it.
I may have to call my insurance guy or lady.
What car is it? I think I saw one. They were waiting.
I'll take that one. All right, I know you got to go to it because you got a Roberto Calling show going on, but you guys have come up with a winner. Let's talk about what we got. You guys were able to narrow it down to 2 choices on the best, I don't know if you call it essay, but just advice. The contest was, what's the best advice you ever got from your mother? And we've narrowed it down to a few, and then our final judges, Angie and Teddy, I have no say who won this, are going to give us, what were the 2 that you narrowed it down to?
Wait, you want the names or you want the
Tell me who
storyline?
said first, the storyline, and you too, Teddy.
Well, what I took away from both of these, which is why it was really difficult, is both of their mothers really impacted them on the way they treat other people, and really focused a lot on how you make others feel. Whether it's through kind gestures, through a smile, or whatever, it really focused on, being nice, being kind.
Absolutely, and I think that's so important through the years when you're raising children to always have your manners and etiquette, and these letters they were all very, very good, really hard choices.
All right, why don't you read a little sliver from each before you tell us who it is, okay? Both of you agreed. You both picked the same 2.
Absolutely.
You picked one, and you had to wrestle with it, but you both wound up agreeing that was the one that should win.
I mean, they all touched my heart. It's just amazing.
Yeah, like sad. Or...
Right, yeah. And take advantage of this weekend. If your mother's around, give her a phone call or just talk to her and tell her you love her, because you know what? When they're gone forever.
Mm-hmm.
So...
Okay, well, here. I'm just going to read the bottom line of one of the entries. He says, always find the good in people instead of the bad. Compliments make everyone feel great and makes the world a better place, a more peaceful place. He said that his mother always found the good in everyone. Even if they had a hideous face, she would find something good to compliment them on.
Isn't that a mom right there?
So there you go.
Yeah.
I thought that was good.
You guys wrestled with this as to which one
we did, and then the other one that was very similar talks about that the standard advice that she gave was to always have your lipstick on, which I still try to do every day. She also instilled in me to always wear a smile, and how important it is that wearing a smile and the power that this simple gesture holds. So I thank my mom every day for giving me this. So,
well, okay, that's interesting. So, out of curiosity, shall we say, talk about why you chose one over the other?
Well, it was very, very difficult for me. Both of these were very similar in the way, like what we were saying. It was all about being kind to others. I chose the one that I did because it just. We talk about the ripple effect and what this was a little simple gesture can do for somebody's day, and it's as easy as a smile.
I know you like that philosophy because you try to do the same thing. You do too, Teddy.
I do. I think today with all the stress and our working environments and everything, if you're not happy and don't show a smile on your face or just a gentle saying of something like thank you or it's just really, really great to see all these letters and the stories about their moms. We thank you all for taking the time to write these letters, and it really warms my heart to see that you think this much of someone you love so much.
Absolutely.
Well said, and the title sponsor of this contest, we thank Angie Lewis State Farm Agency for a terrific opportunity for people to express themselves. I think we got the Heartfest bell. Time now for you to announce who they are and to read at least the winner and part of the second one, who might get a little special mention.
But do we want to start with the second runner-up?
Ken, this is just
the runner-up, and who will get a prize also.
Yeah, we'll give them a little something. We'll give them a deal or something.
Absolutely. Is Travis Johnson. And I don't know Travis personally, so I don't know anything to talk about him, but basically he shares the fact that his mother always looked for something positive in someone. He's the one who mentioned that even if they had a hideous face or they had even said fat ankles or whatever, his mother always found something positive to say about someone to make them feel good.
Nice,
right. So if you find something, actually find something nice to say, and I think that's what his mother did. Is like if you can't find something, look a little harder and try to find something to make that person feel good. And then our winner actually goes to Nancy Greiner Tootin. Right?
Wow.
And Nancy shared her story about her mother, that she just learned so much about being a good mom, about being a good person. And then she went on to talk about how her mom instilled to her the importance of always wearing a smile, and that this has really just impacted her life, as when you share your smile with others, and you know that too, when you share a smile with someone and you're lifting them up, it impacts you as well. But just the importance of wearing a smile and the power that simple gesture holds, so she thanks her mother for this and so much more.
Her mother, Sue Greiner, happens to be friends of our family. By the way, you had no influence on them, because you don't even know these people.
I don't know them.
And I'm glad, because Teddy picked it out right away too, and so I just want to say congratulations. Sue Greiner is a very positive person and always has a smile. And that's a wonderful tribute by Nancy. So congratulations.
Well, congratulations.
To first of all, Nancy, and to Sue as well.
Absolutely.
By the way, you did excellent.
Oh, wonderful. And to all of our mothers out there, they do so much. And, they should be honored every single day, not just one day out of the year, but every day.
Yeah. All right, Tom, are you back there? If you are, let's go ahead and announce this right now of the winner of the Mother of All Mother's Day. And congratulations to Nancy Greiner Tootin, and she's going to pick up all these things from us. Tomorrow at 10 o'clock in the morning, she can pick up her 4 passes to the Symphony of the Stars down to, with Patsy at WCA. Tom, do you have the prize list there?
I do. She also won a overnight stay in Orlando at the EON. It's a boutique hotel down at Lake Eola in Orlando, plus $50 gift card from American Express for dinner that night in Orlando, and tickets to a jazz concert in Orlando that evening, plus a piece of luggage to pack to go to take that trip. Teddy Goss proudly gave us from Goss & Son Jewelers a string of pearls for Miss Tootin to wear. We also got Cyrus Rug Galleries has given her a $500 gift certificate towards the purchase of a rug or tapestry from Cyrus Rug Gallery. Shannon Roth Collection, well, she'll be receiving a gift certificate from the Shannon Roth Collection to use there. She'll be receiving a $120 valued gift certificate for a cut and color from Proper Tees Salon. She'll also be getting a $100 gift card from Eaton's Beach Sandbar and Grill. And you've already said she'll be getting the 4 tickets to the Symphony Under the Stars Mother's Day concert. So congratulations to Miss Tootin, and to everybody that did this promotion, thank you for your submissions. And it just goes to show you that a lot of people in our area are very, very proud of their mothers and show much love of their mothers in our area.
All right, all made possible by the sponsor of this, Angie Lewis, State Farm agent. Thank you.
That prize packet, I'm telling you what, that is great. Yeah.
Knocked it out the park.
That is an amazing. And are they going to see Postmodern Jukebox?
I don't know. We got to take a break right now. We'll come back. We'll find out. We got about 2 minutes.
I need to know that.
We'll find out if we can. Maybe we'll play Fake or Factoid next right here on the Voice of Ocala.
1370 AM, 96.3 FM. We're live and local. The Source.
Hi, I'm Seth with AA Lock, Dock, and Security. Have you ever thought about the locks or security on your house or business? Have you ever wondered why the keys to your new car cost so much? Well, at AA Lock, Dock, and Security, we can help with securing your valuables. We can even replace those expensive transponder keys. We can give you the knowledge that no one else will. Call AA Lock, Dock, and Security at 867-1965. That's 867-1965.
Hey, Matt, I know Sunrise Automotive does auto stuff, but I need some tires for my truck. Can you recommend someone?
Yes, I can. We do that.
No, I mean, I need them installed and balanced and all that.
Yep, we do that.
Well, my son needed his windows tinted.
Yep, we do that.
I need my seat replaced.
Yep, we do that too.
I need a new roof line, and a new spoiler, and a new trunk.
We can even do that too.
Okay, I get it. I suppose you can also do a radio show too, huh?
Well, as a matter of fact, join me every Monday at 10 for auto repair with personal care here on The Source.
Of course you do.
Is your credit headed in the wrong direction? If so, Florida Credit Union can help turn it around. If the signs are reading missing payments, maxing out cards, or borrowing from financing companies, it's time to steer your credit to safety. Pull into a Florida Credit Union today and let us help you map out a personalized credit management plan. Get a free credit report analysis and advice to help you consolidate wisely. A better plan can get you to a better place. Florida Credit Union, connecting your money to your life. Federally insured by the NCUA.
Shop at Shannon Roth Collection for your special someone this Mother's Day. We'll guide you to the perfect gift and make you a winner in your lady's eyes. We have hobo handbags, 4 new cutting-edge jewelry lines, 6 new apparel lines, shoes, that on-the-go favorite as well, chocolate. And don't forget, we have free gift wrapping to make your shopping experience a breeze at Shannon Roth Collection. The Shannon Roth Collection, located on the Historic Square in downtown Ocala.
All right, let's go here on Voice of Ocala, and the Mother's Day contest is over. Mother of all Mother's Day, they selected Nancy Greiner Tootin as the winner of All the Loot, and we got through, and Angie said, they're getting all that? Yeah, they're getting all that. That's what we kept saying all week long. Tom, if you don't enter this contest, you're a fool, man. Is that what? It's a fool. Pity the fool, like Mr. T used to say. And so now we're going to be we're going to be broadcasting live tomorrow from the Players' Championship. We heard from Hunter Turner twice this last couple of hours, presented by Golden Ocala Golf and Equestrian Club. And we'll be there in the Press Center tomorrow, and then also Saturday morning. So we're being entertained down here by a group, I guess a gospel group.
Yes.
They had the prayer this morning over the square.
Yeah.
So we've been getting entertained. It's a great spot for this, isn't it? It's terrific to be here, be able to hear this music, and sit here on a beautiful day. Okay, ladies, got big plans for Mother's Day.
Okay, I am traveling. I'm taking my daughter to the airport as she will be leaving for her 3-week backpacking across Europe.
Oh, really?
So I'm dropping my daughter off at the airport.
Oh, that's too bad. Well, all our kids are gone now. They were here, and then they moved out. So I guess Joni and I will be going probably maybe the Symphony Under the Stars, which is a good thing to go to, by the way.
Beautiful.
We thank those people for donating the tickets so that now Nancy Griner and Sue Griner got tickets to the Symphony Under the Stars that we didn't have before.
Great.
It'll be fun. So a lot of guys are kind of under the gun right now because they don't know what to do.
Hey, listen, buddy, wait just a minute.
Yeah.
Goss and Son Jewelers, Roberta Coin Trunk Show goes until Saturday.
Wow, you still got
at
time.
5 o'clock.
So
you never run out of time to give her that special wrapped up present.
Absolutely.
And you know what? It lasts all year. It doesn't just, you don't have to throw the flowers away.
There you go.
You know? They got to run, not
the winner, Nancy Griner, will be down to pick up her jewelry, so she might have an eye on other stuff.
Yeah, but I got to have some paying customers too, buddy, like you.
I bought 4 Rolexes last month over there. Can I get any credit for that at all?
Really?
I mean, come on. How many watches can I wear? I mean, they know what to say.
You run out of time. You better tell the truth.
I know. And by the way, you can't buy insurance for your mothers. You could, but you want to get something different. But if you need insurance,
absolutely. You can buy gifts of insurance. We have gift giving things, cash value. Absolutely.
What? Give me one real quick.
You could buy someone a bond. You could buy them cash value life insurance and all of that.
That's a good gift. So that's a good thought about that. That's your graduation, right?
That's right.
Graduation coming up for you. We're about out of time. Thank you so much for both of you for just supporting this contest. Angie, thank you especially for being the sponsor on this. I think we accomplished what we wanted to do, which is paying tribute to our mothers.
Absolutely. Happy Mother's Day to
everybody. Thank you very much. Stay tuned now
Happy
for
Mother's Day, Jesse.
Tonight. Coming up right here on our station. It's 1370 AM and
96.3 FM. WOCA, The Source.
Here in Florida, when you're looking to go to the beach, you've got hundreds of options. Theme parks, no shortage of options there either. But when it comes to home insurance, most companies have only one option. Allstate is different. Here in Florida, Allstate agents offer home insurance options from several companies, so they can help you get the coverage that's right for you. And they'll help you save on quality car insurance, too. For starters, safe drivers save 45% with Allstate. So before you settle for just one option, talk to someone with many home and car insurance options. Your local Allstate agent. Are you in good hands?
Hi, this is Kevin McDonald, your local Allstate agent. To get your quote, please call us at 622-2333 or stop by one of our 2 Ocala locations.
Allstate has no financial responsibility to you for any home insurance policy you purchase and would not be responsible for any claims. Allstate does not make any representations or accept liability related to operations of home insurance companies, including but not limited to their financial conditions. Subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Savings vary.
Right on the southwestern corner of the square sits one of the finest dining establishments in Florida, Mark's Prime Steakhouse and Seafood Restaurant. Mark's offers big city dining amenities in a charming and small town setting. It's a rare treat to experience both the ambiance and the exquisite cuisine in a friendly atmosphere. Ocala's finest restaurant serves the finest beef, the freshest seafood, premium wines, and naturally fresh vegetables. From valet parking to splendid service, Mark's offers the complete package. Check it out today. Mark's Prime Seafood and Steakhouse Restaurant. If you've been hearing about the crowd at Eaton's Beach Sandbar and Grill and were worried because you couldn't get in, I've got some good news for you. Seating is now available. While you're there, look up Chef Dave Del Rio. He'll buy you a drink. Now is the time for you to finally see firsthand what your friends are talking about. At Eaton's Beach Sandbar and Grill, try Chef Dave's tantalizing Louisiana menu. Check out those gorgeous Legwear sunsets. Eaton's Beach Sandbar and Grill on beautiful Legwear. Seating now available.
Recently on Southern Pigskin Tonight, Coach Steve Spurrier talked about quarterbacks going into spring practice.
We don't know who it's going to be yet, buddy. We got 3 that'll fight it out this spring. I doubt that I will name one at the end of the spring because we got an incoming freshman, Lorenzo Nunez. It's a tremendous athlete, good runner, and good passer.
So join us every Thursday at 5 p.m. for Southern Pigskin Tonight, right here on 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, WOCA, The Source.
Hi, this is JP from Penn Flooring here in Ocala. I would like to invite you to come in and visit our spacious showroom where we have solutions for every style and budget. From wall-to-wall carpet to hardwood floors and tiles, we have an unsurpassed selection of flooring. At Penn Flooring, we've provided quality customer service with a family touch for over 25 years. Visit our website at pennflooring.com or come by our showroom, 1201 Southwest 17th Street, just over the bridge. Penn Flooring, quality customer service with a family touch.
What you may have missed on the John Tesh Radio Show.
If your toddler seems to end up wearing more of their food than they eat, don't freak. Messy eaters, we now know, they tend to pick up languages more easily. Instead, our biggest dementia risk boils down to the foods we eat. Stay away from red meat, butter, sweets, and fried food. If you're trying to make a good impression on a man, do not worry about small flaws in your appearance like a chipped fingernail or a stain on your shirt, because chances are he won't even notice.
Intelligence for your life on the John Tesh Radio Show. Don't miss this stuff.
Career Source Citrus Levy Marion brings together business and community partners, economic development leaders, and educational providers to connect employers with qualified, skilled talent and job seekers with employment and career development opportunities. Tune in the first and third Wednesday of each month at 9:30 a.m. to Career Source Citrus Levy Marion and learn how they can help you.
That was the sound of a tree falling. It could be your tree. You're going to have it trimmed, but never got around to calling Pride Tree Service. It could have fallen in a field, and now all you have to do is call Pride Tree Service, and they'll have it quickly out of the way for a great price. But don't wait until the tree falls. It may not fall in the field. It may hit your car, your house, or worse. So call Pride Tree Service today and avoid all those headaches before they happen. Pride Tree Service, 840-0750. That's 840-0750.
Hey, Matt, I know Sunrise Automotive does auto stuff, but I need some tires for my truck. Can you recommend someone?
Yes, I can. We do that.
No, I mean, I need them installed and balanced and all that.
Yep, we do that.
Well, my son needed his windows tinted.
Yep, we do that.
I need my seat replaced.
Yep, we do that too.
I need a new roof line and a new spoiler and a new truck.
We can even do that too.
Okay, I get it. I suppose you can also do a radio show too, huh?
Well, as a matter of fact, join me every Monday at 10 for auto repair with personal care here on The Source.
Of course you do.
Broadcasting from the Paddock Mall Studios, this is WOCA, Ocala, Gainesville, The Villages, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, The Source.
This is Southern Pigskin Tonight with host Buddy Martin on the Southern Pigskin Radio Network.
Hello, welcome to Southern Pigskin Tonight. As we often say around here, the show of mediocre hosts and great guests.
That's what you say, pal.
I'm Buddy Martin, along with Tom Spitz, the mouthy one, here in the southernmost region of Southern Pigskin Radio Network, our WOCA studios in beautiful Ocala, Florida. Featured guests today will include Florida coach Jim McElwain and Florida State coach Jimbo Fisher, both of whom stopped by this week for a little one-on-one chat.
You know, buddy, I'm going to be honest. We've had some remarkable marquee on our show lately, but today is incredible. I mean, Terry Bradshaw every week. Guests like Coach Steve Spurrier, Coach Urban Meyer, Paul Feinbaum, Tony Barnhart. I could go on. I mean, excuse me for breaking my arm, patting us on the back, but today, both of the head coaches of the state's 2 leading universities on this show with us, one-on-one.
And I haven't even mentioned Bob Herrig of ESPN and New Tennessee Chattanooga coach Matt McCall, plus our pals from Southern Pigskin up in Brunswick. So,
buddy, somebody needs to give us a raise.
Well, who would that be, since we work for ourselves?
That's a good point.
By the way, shout out to Urban Meyer, who called me this week from a hospital bed in Columbus.
What?
Had his appendix taken out. Get well, coach. By the way, he's got a book coming out soon.
I thought you already wrote Urban's Way, buddy.
Well, Deb, this is a new one by a different writer, Wayne Coffey, that'll cover Ohio State's national championship. Besides, I'm a little busy on another book right now.
Yeah, I know. When is the Steve Spurrier book coming out anyway?
Next summer, Tom. Let's get off the subject of books and talk about Southern Pigskin tonight in our guest lineup. First, Jim McElwain from Florida rolled through here earlier this week to headline the Marion County Gator Gathering. Large crowd over at the Ewers Center at College of Central Florida, dropping by the show to chat before the meeting. Think Clarabelle, his dog. You'll understand later. Then a few days later, we sat down at Golden Ocala Golf and Equestrian Club where Jimbo Fisher of Florida State was speaking to the Seminole Club, always chatty when he comes on our show.
That's right, buddy. It's funny. All the PR people were scrambling around telling us, Jimbo's got to go. Jimbo's got to go. And when you gave him the out, suggesting that he could leave the interview, you'll hear that later. He said, nope, he didn't want to go. It was his tour. He didn't have to leave.
He did say that. Turns out Jimbo's also a big fan of Terry Bradshaw, who we'll be hearing from later in the show, something about turkeys. Plus, we got a huge announcement about Terry in a few moments, which involves him being in Ocala, Tampa, and Jacksonville. And a few lucky listeners are going to be able to sit down in the studio with him.
Well, why keep everybody waiting, buddy? Why wait a few minutes? I'm just going to let the cat out of the bag now.
Wait.
Look, my main man, good friend with whom I've had a long-standing, long-distance bromance.
Hey, Tom. A little over the top, okay?
You're right, buddy. I was excited to tell everybody that Terry Bradshaw was going to be in the studio with me on Friday, May 15th.
You could say that, but you left out the fact he'll be here with several others, including me, the Martone family, and about 30 lucky listeners. We'll give you more details on the show Thursday, May 14th.
I guess you guys are important. Hey, you know what? On the road again. Just can't wait to get on the road. It sounds like Willie.
No, it doesn't.
Well, it's appropriate because this weekend we've taken the show on the road to Ponte Vedra for the Players' Championship, buddy. We can expect some great golf, great interviews, and a lot of good friends in the media center. It's a highlight of my year.
Well, I know it is, and that's right. Excited to check out that pairing with Jordan Spieth, Rory McIlroy, and Jason Day. We talked to ESPN golf writer Bob Herrick. We'll hear what he has to say later about that, but we don't want to be expecting too much from our young stars yet. Why do you hear what Bob has to say? First, though, it's time to tee it up with our pals from 3 and Out right now. So let's head up I-95 to the mothership in Brunswick and talk to host Kevin Thomas and SouthernPigskin.com publisher B.J. Bennett. Kevin, B.J., and Matt Osborne are heard weekdays on 790 AM and 103.7 FM in Brunswick, Georgia, 1400 AM and 104.3 FM in Savannah, Hilton Head, and 1350 in Blackshear, Waycross. Kevin, I know you're talking draft. I think we agree on the fact that Jacksonville Jaguars might have knocked it out of the park.
Thanks, buddy. Good to be here with you again on Southern Pigskin tonight. And we just came out of the draft this time last week, BJ. And, of course, once again, the SEC, ACC, the most players drafted in the draft. So, again, I'm not saying it's 100% foolproof science, but it would seem if you draft from a major conference, or more specifically, you draft from the SEC or ACC, you're going to get a pretty good player because the NFL is going to those leagues in bundles to get players.
Yeah, and I thought you saw the Jacksonville Jaguars locally do that, go out and get Dante Fowler Jr., of course, from the Florida Gators in the first round, and then you grab T.J. Yeldon, the star running back from Alabama, in the second round, and A.J. Cann, big-time versatile offensive lineman from South Carolina in the third round. And if you go to the ACC, they were able to get Rashad Green out of Florida State. Later in the day, James Sample, safety out of Louisville. So right around the corner here, the Jacksonville Jaguars were able to really focus in on the ACC and SEC prospects. And I thought, again, we've talked about it, had a very nice draft there for the Jags.
Sure, and BJ, we had a chance to speak with A.J. Cann from South Carolina, Michael Bennett out of Ohio State, and pretty interesting draft picks there. But two guys along the line playing at a high level. Going to be some good additions there out of Jacksonville. But it seems like when we looked at a lot of teams in the South, their value, I mean, you could say Tampa Bay, obviously Jameis Winston was a position of need. But where do teams get the most value is when they started getting the D and offensive linemen. Because you can never, it's like starting pitching. You can never have enough good offensive and defensive linemen, right? I mean, and that's the way it works, right?
And I think both those guys who we interviewed on our show, Cann and Bennett, both great value picks for Jacksonville. Cann was graded by some as a high second-round pick. Jacksonville got him as a second-rounder, veteran offensive lineman who played a ton out of South Carolina, and then able to get Michael Bennett. I'm very surprised he slipped to the 6th round out of Ohio State, won a national title, of course, and He's a guy that had a second or third round grade by some, a couple of injury issues, but I think both those guys are going to be good, solid building blocks up front, and very impressed with both of their attitudes. Ken and Bennett both basically expressed the same thing. We're coming into work. We're ready to learn from the veterans. We're ready to compete and try to get in that rotation, and they were excited to be Jaguars. The energy of Gus Bradley and an organization that feels like it's on the uptick, on the upswing, and top to bottom, I really liked Jacksonville's draft. And one interesting note about chatting with A.J. Cann, who played at South Carolina, interestingly enough, he said probably the toughest player he faced in college, Florida's Dante Fowler Jr., who now is his teammate. I thought that was a interesting tidbit.
Yeah, and again, it goes to show in the age of passing the football and all that, people saying, "Oh, you need to cover guys, lock down corners, a quarterback who can throw the football, big tall wide receiver. Oh, you got to get Amari Cooper and come in and run the routes and get open." If you don't win up front on either side of the ball, you're not going to win.
And none of that stuff really matters if you're getting beat in the trenches. So we saw a lot of teams in the NFL draft focus on depth. A lot of linemen picked out of the ACC, a lot of linemen picked out of the SEC, as you said, and that's really become a trend in the NFL draft in recent years. And up the road, the Atlanta Falcons were able to go to Clemson, get a couple of linemen in Vic Beasley and Grady Jarrett. We chatted with Vic Beasley. I'm excited about what he brings. So, yeah, some big-time players from the Southeast are going to be impact guys right away, I think, in the National Football League.
Certainly getting after the quarterback, a high premium on that is with all the emphasis put on tackles, BJ, there's only a handful of guys that can break free of those big monsters there on the ends of the offensive line and get after the quarterback.
And that's what guys like Fowler out of Florida and Beasley out of Clemson, first-round draft picks, are going to be expected to do.
Well, there you go. Wrapping up a little bit of the draft. Rookie mini camps coming up right around the corner as well. And then before you know it, BJ, we're like 2 months away from training camps getting started. It's unbelievable.
It's football season.
Absolutely. That's going to do it for us here, buddy, on Southern Pigskin tonight. We send it back to you.
All right. Thanks, Kevin. I think we're all excited about Jordan Spieth winning the Masters because it elevated him to a new level as a potential superstar. Even though I love everything about this kid, from his aggressive style of play, his humility, his sense of golf history, his looks, his swagger, he has a long way to go before he's the next Tiger.
You and Bob Herrick talked about just that thing. He's not going to be another Tiger. There'll never be another Tiger, buddy.
There's not going to be a next Tiger. Look at what Rory has done. He's got 10 wins. He joined Jack and Tiger as the only player to win 10 PGA Tour events at that point. Tiger won 29 at this point. Jack had won 17. I mean, if you include Rory's European Tour titles, he's got and worldwide titles, he's got 17. But that's a high standard. And to ask Jordan Spieth to be that guy, I think is really asking a lot. I think it's great the start he's gotten off to. He's got a major under his belt, which is going to make it easier to win others because that question won't have to be answered. He's had a great run here now the last few months. But, what happens if he dips? These guys usually do. What happened to what Tiger did, it was very, very unusual to sustain it like he did. So I hope that we don't put that kind of pressure on Jordan Spieth. I just sort of look forward to seeing it play out. I mean, him and Rory can be, the face of golf here for the next 15 years, and let's see where it goes. He's still so young. And in some ways, winning at 19 like he did almost hurt him. It ratcheted up the expectations so much. Remember a year ago, he got in the final group at the Masters and the Players, and he didn't win either, and people were questioning him. I thought it was a pretty good accomplishment for age 20.
All right, thanks, Bob Herrick of ESPN. See you at the Players' Championship at the Press Center.
Yeah, buddy, the Players' Championship will bring to an end a great sports week that began with the fastest 2 minutes in sports, the running of the Kentucky Derby.
Yeah, American Pharoah looks like the real deal to me, Tom.
Hold on, buddy. Dortmund and Firing Line both were coming hard at the end.
The mark of a great horse is when he gets challenged at the finish line and he fights him off. That was something that Affirm did with Aladar.
Affirm, the last Triple Crown winner, right here from Ocala. You always talk about the fights they had, and Affirm always answered the bell.
Yeah, a horse that would have been a Triple Crown winner since then, Silver Charm, failed to be able to fight off Touch Goal in the 1997 Belmont Stakes, or he would have been a Triple Crown winner. He was wearing blinders and unfortunately never saw Touch Goal.
Well, we might have another one here, though, an American Pharaoh, right?
Could be. I'll tell you what we do have going on, Tom, a little controversy in the National Football League. The news is out on Deflategate. Tom Brady didn't come out looking so good.
No, he didn't.
The talk now is that Brady cheated. Even though he can't be directly connected to the deflated footballs yet, common sense tells us he cheated. Now what happens? Is the NFL going to suspend Brady? How many games? How egregious was this?
Yeah, buddy, I understand all that, and the NFL players have been cheating for a long time. So maybe he sits for a game or two. But remember what Terry Bradshaw told us a couple of weeks ago? He pointed out Brady's passing numbers were better in the second half of that championship game against the Colts than they were in the first half when the balls were deflated.
Yeah, that's right. I'll tell you who's not deflated. When you win 29 games in a row, including a national championship, get a raise and a contract extension, and you like the team you got coming back, a coach tends to be in a good mood. And that's exactly how we found Florida State coach Jimbo Fisher when he dropped by for a visit at Golden Ocala Golf and Equestrian Club. Next on Southern Pigskin Tonight.
More with Buddy Martin and Southern Pigskin Tonight on the Southern Pigskin Radio Network next.
Here in Florida, when you're looking to go to the beach, you've got hundreds of options. Theme parks, no shortage of options there either. But when it comes to home insurance, most companies have only one option. Allstate is different. Here in Florida, Allstate agents offer home insurance options from several companies, so they can help you get the coverage that's right for you. And they'll help you save on quality car insurance, too. For starters, safe drivers save 45% with Allstate. So before you settle for just one option, talk to someone with many home and car insurance options. Your local Allstate agent. Are you in good hands?
Hi, this is Kevin McDonald, your local Allstate agent. To get your quote, please call us at 622-2333 or stop by one of our two Ocala locations.
Allstate has no financial responsibility to you for any home insurance policy you purchase and would not be responsible for any claims. Allstate does not make any representations or accept liability related to operations of home insurance companies, including but not limited to their financial conditions. Subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Savings vary.
May is Watch Month. It's also a time to start thinking about that special graduate in your life. A terrific line of watches at Goss & Son Jewelers will make the perfect gift for that graduate. Rolex, Tag Heuer, Philip Stein. For graduation, birthdays, anniversaries, check out the line of fine watches and jewelry at Goss & Son Jewelers just to say I love you. Goss & Son Jewelers, the oldest Rolex jeweler in Central Florida, downtown Ocala for 65 years. Cyrus Rug Gallery is the third-generation Oriental rug dealer and producer located on the historic downtown square in Ocala. We specialize in Persian and Oriental rugs and services, offering the best combination of quality and value with a lifetime guarantee, while also providing chemical-free hand washing and hand repair done by our native experts. That's Cyrus Rug Gallery, 20 Southeast Broadway in Ocala.
Proud sponsor of the Mother of All Mother's Day, right here on WOCA The Source.
Friday, May 29th, kicks off the second annual Ocala Bike Fest. It starts at Harley-Davidson of Ocala, where you'll find vendors, beer. Starts at 11 a.m. with a live DJ till 3 and live music from 3 to 7. Then Saturday starts off at Ocala Indian with a poker run at 10:30 a.m. It all ends up at ARC's main campus on Mare Camp Road, where you'll find bike games, 50-50 drawing, beer, and live music by the Blues Busters, Rusted Steel, and more. The best barbecue restaurants and food trucks in town are going to be there competing for the title of the Ocala Bike Fest's Best Barbecue. And most importantly, the chance drawing for the hardest decision you'll ever have to make. A brand new Harley or a brand new Indian. That's right. This year's winner will choose between the Harley or the Indian. Indian or the Harley. The 112-year battle continues. Which bike will go home with the lucky winner? The public is welcome to all events. No motorcycles needed. Come out, have fun, and help a great cause all at the same time. Friday and Saturday, May 29th and 30th. For more information, visit ocalabikefest.com.
Need a car? Need financing? Need somebody to cut through the red tape and send you rolling down the highway? Prestige Auto Sales is the place to go. Got great credit and just prefer a quality pre-owned car at a fair price from somebody you can trust? Prestige Auto Sales is the place to go. Want to avoid high pressure to feel appreciated and be able to choose from a wide selection of AutoCheck and Carfax certified vehicles? Prestige Auto Sales is the place to go. Prestige Auto Sales in Ocala and Bellevue. Prestige, it's all there in our name.
Now back to more Southern Pigskin Tonight with your host, Buddy Martin, on the Southern Pigskin Radio Network.
Florida State fans now